gentlemen, welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner at Disney's Hollywood Studios. We are on our way to Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort with connecting flights to Epcot International Gateway, Disney's Pop Century Resort, and Disney's Art of Animation Resort. We hope you enjoyed your visit to Hollywood today. Now wave goodbye to your adoring fans below. Bye! In just a few moments, we will be traveling over the headwaters of the Everglades. The water that flows from the protected wetlands around Walt Disney World Resort travels all the way to the Everglades, the Atlantic Ocean, and the Gulf of Mexico. Did you know that the entire Walt Disney World Resort is over 40 square miles? That's about the same size as the city of San Francisco and double the island of Manhattan. We will be arriving at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort shortly. All passengers must disembark and transfer at this station. Thank you, and we hope you enjoyed the most magical flight on Earth. Please remain seated until the doors automatically open. When exiting the cabin, please supervise children, collect your belongings, and watch your step. Thank you for flying with us.
Por favor, permanezcan sentados hasta que las puertas se abran automáticamente. Al salir de la cabina, por favor, cuide a sus pequeñitos, reúna sus pertenencias y observe sus pasos. Gracias por volar con nosotros.
Well, hey everybody, it's Josh with Resort TV1, and I am live at the Disney Skyliner station here for some Disney Skyliner resort hopping. Welcome in everybody, happy Tranquil Tuesday. Thanks for joining us, and thank you for being a part of our live stream and our community. So, everybody's having a great Tuesday night, Tranquil Tuesday. It's been a week since I've been live. That's pretty crazy, honestly, but it was a nice break, and I'm happy to be here tonight with you guys. And honestly, had an amazing time this weekend, and of course we'll talk about that. But first, I'm going to get things started on the stream here. So beautiful. So yeah, it was a great trip, and just had a great time. But be sure, before we get too far into the stream, make sure you subscribe if you're new. Follow us on social media. We're Resort TV 1 on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, all the things. And thanks for watching. Chuck says, sorry about all the cold weather. We just moved here from Delaware and it followed us down. Must be what it is. I will tell you what, we're going to talk about cold weather here in a minute. Ooh-wee. Hey Mike, hey Rita, awesomeness, hello, yes. Congratulations to Josh tomorrow for being officially named the new, or sorry, the next. Iger isn't stepping down yet, but he is officially named the next CEO of the Walt Disney Company. So that is super, super awesome. Congrats to Josh. I have met him before. Jen and I both met him. He's a wonderful guy. We got to do a selfie, and he was just very, very kind. So it was awesome. Hey Dan, hey Benjamin, Jilly, David. Got to see David in New York, which was super cool. Hey Jill, Mega Byron, Cardboard Box. Congrats on 27 months of Resort Upper Bronze. Welcome back, Josh. Happy Tuesday. Thanks. Can't wait to be back on the Skyliner. Hey Deborah. Hey Christopher. Yeah, Josh tomorrow. That's right. Hey Mr. Carey Small. And Mara's here. Tracy's here. Brandon, Plymouth Rock, Alicia, Anthony. I'll be staying in less than 3 months. That's awesome. Awesomeness. Hey Mike. V Peter. Hello, hello. There we go. Is his name Just Chew? I don't know. He might be. He might be. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. CEO-elect, there you go. Yes, he is the CEO-elect. Anyway, yeah, super congrats to Josh. It's going to be awesome. I think he's going to carry the philosophy forward. He seems to be an appreciator of, you know, the Disney way and the way things have been. He's also been part of the company for a long time, you know, so obviously, you know, nobody's perfect, right? But I think he's the best choice right now. And I think here's the other thing. I love seeing Disney promote from within. They're big. They've been big on that for a long time. They haven't always, but I think it's great having somebody from within Disney who understands it, who doesn't try and come in with a different philosophy, like somebody from a retail outlet, like, okay, we're going to be all about merch from now on, and that's it. I think Josh understands Disney's multifaceted, and they have to fire on all cylinders to be competitive. You know, they have to be able to maximize the movies and the parks and the merch and the IP and the characters and the stories and all the things, all the creativity, the imagination, Imagineering. They have to fire on all cylinders to be at their best. I mean, Disney's going to do well, you know, based on all the you know, 100+ years of goodwill. But I think it really helps when you have somebody who understands the company. So I think that's going to be great, great, great. Hey, Anthony. Hey, Rita. Well, let's get back on the Skyliner. I just kind of wanted to chat before we get back on. I think we're going to go to, I think we'll go to Art of Animation first today. And the Muppets. As long as he doesn't make everything change to Pepsi. David. Guys, everything was Pepsi all weekend, and I'm not kidding, like, at all. Every place. From JFK Airport all the way to the hotel we stayed in, the university we went to. Every single thing has been Pepsi. It's crazy. But anyway, I survived. Yes. Thank you. Anywho, it was cold in New York. And then I wasn't as cold when I got back here, even though it's been pretty chilly the last couple days here. That's right, Muppet Show tomorrow. Hey, Mary. Lots of cool stuff going on. It's been crazy. Lots of things. But yeah, I got to see David and Gia and Izzy, and it was wonderful to see all of them. They were doing well, and we got to hang out at the hotel, and we got to do, we got to watch the Acappella festival together, which I want to talk more about that, because we want to, you know, David and I were talking about this. We have to bring more awareness to this festival. Our friends run this festival, and they do such a great job, and we want to just bring more awareness to it. In fact, they've been on the stream a little bit. Their son was the one dressed as R2-D2, and so we saw them at Epcot a little while back.
Welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. Now get ready to travel back in time and enter the animated worlds of Disney. We are on our way to Disney's Pop Century Resort and Disney's Art of Animation Resort.
It's a little It's a little distorted there. Anyway, the festival's great. By the way, it's called SingStrong, and it is an Acappella festival with a competition, professional performances, an ad hoc group called Single Singers, which I sang in, by the way, and so did Liam. And then they have pro performances competition for high school and for anybody else that wants to compete. And I just really enjoyed it. It was amazing. So, oh, that's good, Matt. I'm glad you like the resort streams. So, we had a great time.
Just ahead and to the right is Disney's Art of Animation Resort, a larger-than-life resort that celebrates the creative magic that goes into crafting Disney animated films, from sketches to reality. On your left is Disney's Pop Century Resort, a memorable resort that celebrates the way we lived, played, and communicated with each other throughout the 20th century. Over the sparkling waters of Hourglass Lake. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy the most magical flight on Earth. In just a few moments, we will be arriving at the only floating Skyliner station at Walt Disney World Resort. Passengers can disembark here for Disney's Pop Century Resort and for Disney's Art of Animation Resort. Thank you for flying the Disney Skyliner. Bon voyage!
So yeah, great stuff. Sorry, I just wanted to be quiet over the lake because it was so pretty. Rob has a really good point. Eisner might have been one of the best CEOs with Wells and was outside Disney. Yes. So actually, as I was saying that, I also had that thought. So my theory is not necessarily always correct there, but I think in this case, I think at that moment, Eisner was the best CEO choice because Disney needed a little bit of a shakeup. They hadn't really modernized yet, from the older era. And I think, while maybe, total change in monetization isn't always necessary, there was some change that was necessary, and I think Eisner was great to do that. And then, I think now, where we are now, I think, unless there's somebody kind of like Eisner that would be willing to, shake things up in a good way, I think in this situation, tomorrow, Josh is probably the best in this case. So, yeah, and again, congrats and good luck to him. We're pulling for him. David says it's an incredibly professionally produced show and the talent is really top shelf. From the high school groups all the way to the pro groups. We heard stuff I still can't explain. Yes, I'm telling you guys, it's crazy. So SingStrong is the name of the event, and it's I believe it's newyork.singstrong.com. Eisner also helped stave off a hostile takeover. He did. And I think, I will give he and Iger credit for being smart and running the company well. You know what I mean? Like, I think they both were good at the helm. Just making sure things were stable. Anyway, but I do want to talk about my trip a little bit. So, like I said, I went to New York. Somebody asked if Liam got to see the skyline from the plane. Yes, he did. We got to see New York skyline. We got to see snow, of course. It was beautiful with the snow. Let me see it. Okay, real quick. Let me see if I can find some pictures we took from the plane. There you go, newyork.singstrong.org. Again, it's run by my friends, the Minkoff family. They're really, really amazing people, and they just do such a great job with this festival. And the best part is it goes towards Alzheimer's research. So that's where That's where the funds go. They go towards Alzheimer's, like a cure and research. So that's pretty cool. Or research towards a cure, I should say. Let's see if I can find the skyline pictures. You couldn't really see it very well. Let me see. But this was cool. Check this out. This is coming down. I believe this is, that's the end of Long Island there as we're coming over. I think that's one of the beaches on Long Island there as we're coming over. Let's see if I can see a couple others. The ice was amazing. Now, he's been to New York before, but look at this. I think this boat is stuck. I think that boat is stuck out there. Isn't that gorgeous? Gorgeous. Oh, there's Liam. He was excited. The Rockaways. Cool. There's a TWA building at JFK. Anyway, yeah, so super cool stuff. And then Liam got to play with snow for the first time and feel what cold was like. When we stepped off the plane, I'm pretty sure it was, yeah, Long Island is pretty cool looking. When we stepped off the plane, I think it was about 8 degrees. Feels like 0 or below. Somewhere around there. 10 degrees, maybe? I think it was single digits, though. And we ended up getting off the plane and going, walking all the way to the parking garage to try and get, some transportation. And we got in the parking garage and Liam goes, I said, be ready, bud. Let's get you zipped up. It's going to be really, really cold. And, it was like, we got out of the, we got out of the building and he was like, I don't think it's cold yet. I don't feel it being cold. And and then I was like, oh, it hit him hard. So it hit all of us pretty hard, or both of us pretty hard. Anyway, I was like, oh, that's cool. But we wanted to play with some snow and play around a little bit. And so he wasn't prepared for how cold the snow would make his hands feel, but he still did really well with it. And for me, I was like, ooh, I think it's been since 2013 since I had felt cold like that, like single digit or below 0 wind chill cold. It was very cold. And then probably Sunday was the coldest day, even though the temp was like 15, the wind chill was -5 or -7 at one point because the wind was like 25 miles an hour. And when that wind blew, it felt like it blew right through you. It was one of those things where you were like, you had to look down and he was like, am I still wearing my jeans? Or my pants at the time? I was wearing khakis, I guess was probably part of the problem, but the wind just blows right through your clothes. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Literally, it just shocks the system. So then when I got back here and got off the plane and it was like, I don't know, 37 or something. And I was like, it's chilly, but it's fine. So I got used to the cold in like 2 or 3 days because I guess it's been 10 or 12 years, but I got used to it again pretty quickly. I didn't like it, but I was definitely like only uncomfortable when it was like super cold. Anyway, so that was interesting. I doubt a lot of people in the pool right now. Right now it's not bad though. Right now the temp is 50 something, 60 something, I don't know. It's really nice. 56. So right now it's fine. This morning it was 28 at my house. This morning it was 28. Yesterday it was 27. I think Steph said Sunday morning it hit 24. That was pretty cold for Orlando. Anyway. It's brutally cold consistently since now, November, early December. I'm so happy to be moving out of New York. Coldest winter we had in ages. That's what everybody said. Everybody I talked to there in New York said the exact same thing. Isn't that crazy? Oh wow, look, an empty pool. That's kind of pretty actually. I need to get a picture of that. Usually I feel weird taking a picture of the pool, but when nobody's in there, I'm good. It's a lazy wind, too lazy to go around, so it goes right through you. I like that. That is a lazy wind, my friends. I've been in the single digits for 2 weeks now, almost painful at first. Now anything over 10 feels warm. You do get used to it. So here's the interesting thing. I had a direct comparison day between the humidity cold and the dry cold. And I think after several weird email online debates with a random person, I actually think that both humid cold and dry cold can be intense in their own ways. And let me explain. I think when the wind is blowing, the humid cold gets you after you've been out in it a little while, right? The humid cold really gets you when you've been out in it a little while. I think it kind of gets you, it kind of, adds moisture to your skin and your clothes. That evaporates and it makes you feel colder. So I think that is definitely a thing. And I think also just the humidity blowing on you makes it feel colder. But when the dry cold air hits you in the face, I think it's more shocking. Does that make sense? I think it takes your breath away faster. So I don't know that one is better or worse than the other at this point. I think that it's just a matter of how uncomfortable it is, and I think it's got to be in the eye of the beholder. I don't think anybody can say what's cold or not cold to each person. So that's kind of my after feeling Sunday, after feeling the intense -5 dry cold, and then going to Orlando where it was 37 feels like 20, still cold, right? But then I think I didn't get cold in Orlando immediately. I got cold after I'd been out in it longer. So anyway, yes, there's a lot of things to do indoors. I was wearing short sleeves one day because, you're in the building. So we were in the building the whole time. It was at Adelphi University, nice place. We stayed in a hotel in Westbury, if you know where that is, and then the Adelphi is in Garden City, which is really nice. When I was a kid, they said we would have Florida weather up in Canada. Little did I know that Florida would get cold instead of us becoming warm. Yeah, that's what happened. So I will say this is here in Florida, we've been below freezing in the morning. Not consistently, it warmed up today. But we've been below freezing in the morning. What was it? Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I don't think we're going to hit freezing tomorrow morning. So 4 days below freezing in a row is pretty crazy in Florida. I don't think we went below freezing at all last year. At one point though, what day was it? Sunday. I was looking, Saturday night and into Sunday, I was looking at the iPhone, Apple weather, and it said the temperature was like 27, feels like, or 27, 28, feels like 10. Here in Orlando. That was crazy. I'd never seen anything like that. It was 27, feels like 10. I was up really late Saturday night. They had a big after party. David was there for a little bit. Of course, they had to drive back to New Jersey, but yeah, so there was like a 17-degree difference with the wind chill. Damn cold gets into your bones, dry cold stays superficial. Yeah, and that's the thing. I think I got used to the dry cold faster. I don't think you can get used to the wet cold because I think it keeps you wet. And that's the problem. I think that's why up north we used to do that. We used to, be able to bundle up. And as long as you're bundled up and all your skin is covered, you could stay outside sledding for hours. I think that's the difference. I'm assuming we'll be in shorts the whole week if it's above 50, Rob says. You might be. I will say my body temperature, thermostat adjusted pretty quickly, and I'm not cold right now. Now it'll adjust back, I think, once the hot hits, but anyway. Although I will say, it depends here if the wind's blowing. If the wind's blowing, it feels so cold a lot of times. But either way, we're fine. We're going to be 70 tomorrow, so it's the nice thing about here. Now, it's been cold a lot. But anyway, I'll stop talking about the weather. So the festival. This SingStrong festival is amazing. Like I said, the whole thing goes to Alzheimer's research. And so obviously with Mom, mom's condition. It definitely is near and dear to our hearts. And they've raised so much money for Alzheimer's. I believe they've raised through the SingStrong Festival over $300,000 for Alzheimer's research, and it all goes directly to the research. It doesn't go to any of the overhead or any of the CEO salaries or any of the office costs or any whatever. It just goes straight to the research, which is cool. Anyway, I'm going to be sharing a video. I took several videos there, and I'm going to be sharing a video with some highlights. It's going to get copyright claimed, and I don't care because it's for charity. I just want to make sure that it gets to be out there and gets known, because there's a lot of great stuff going on there. So definitely check out that website that Imara sent, newyork.singstrong.com. Is it .com or .org? I think it's .com. Either way, if you're in the New York area, you should come to this festival next year. I'll be there, so you can come say hi to me and hang out, which would be fun. But more than that, come and support this amazing organization. They do some great work. Once we get back outside, I'll show you a couple clips from it. David recorded Liam and I singing, so that'll be fun. We weren't singing by ourselves. We were in a group, but I've never sung Acappella before, and I did okay. I did okay. What do we have here? Monorail Magic, Castle Selfie, Snack It Up. That's fun. It is .org, okay. I was going to say, since it's a charity, it should be .org. But the talent on that stage is pretty insane. And acapella's hard. I mean, you got to hold the pitch, you know, throughout a whole song. When you only get just a quick little, you know, blow on the pitch pipe and then you go. Hey, Finley. I love that. I saw that earlier. Finley said it was Shosh. There's Skyliner merch over here. I have this shirt. I think Liam did awesome with temps coming from Florida. I live on Long Island. I'm from Boston, and it was cold enough that I hibernate at home most of the weekend. I spin unreal. Yeah, no, it was legitimately cold when we walked from the hotel to the car, and from the building. Like, we weren't outside that much, but when we walked back and forth to the car and waited for the car to warm up, it was legitimately cold. Like the blow through you, kind of like below zero cold. What was the other thing? Oh, Liam wanted to play in the snow, so he and his friends played in the snow, and we were out there for probably 25 minutes, maybe almost 30. And I actually lost feeling in my hands for a little while. My gloves weren't thick enough, and I kept having to take my gloves off to, you know, take pictures, of course, while they were doing the snow play. They made little snowmen, even though the snow, when it's that cold, the snow is not really as fun to play in because it's too hard. You know, it turns into ice. You guys that are from the north, and I knew that from my time in the north too. The snow is really great when it's like just that perfect temperature between about 25 and 30 is the perfect temperature for snow. And it just stays light and puffy. This is cool. I love this thing. Anyway, Liam did great. He was a little upset the very first time it hit him. And I was like, buddy, you're going to be okay. This is all right. You're going to get warm. And then you know that feeling when your hands start throbbing after you warm up? He wasn't ready for that either, but he did fine. I never lived anywhere else. I want my Florida back. Next pick said, yeah. Anyway, sorry, I'm talking a lot. I'm excited. I had a good time. Hey, Greg. Yeah, congrats to Josh and Dana. Yeah, Dana's like Chief Creative Officer, I think. What is this? Oh, it's like... How fun. Like a little chick Mickey, I guess. Right? Probably like an Easter chickie. Yeah, it'll be warm soon. No, I'm not worried about it. Honestly, after feeling that this weekend, I'm like, I'm good. So I get what you guys say coming from the north. I still don't really feel like I want to wear shorts right now, but like I'm not at all uncomfortable even outside. Even later when it's, I think before I end the stream, it'll be 40 something and I'm going to be fine. Yes, you need packing snow. Yes. It needs to be just wet enough to pack, but not frozen together like giant ice balls. Hey, Amy. Yeah, be right back. No worries. So, I always love this room, by the way. These murals are incredible. And it was a great trip. I was glad we got to do it. Surprisingly good deals on the flights. We did JetBlue. I was very impressed with JetBlue. Great job, JetBlue. Everything was super awesome. Flight was smooth. And the planes were nice. They had nice little entertainment centers and seats were comfortable. And yeah, it was fine. And the flights, I think was $150 round trip for each of us. So like 150 each. So I think it was 300 for the two of us for the flight. So that's very, very reasonable to go to New York and back. And it was from Orlando to JFK. Which JFK is the closest to that part of Long Island. I looked at LaGuardia. LaGuardia would have been fine, but it was a little further away from Adelphi. So JFK was legitimately, at least according to Google Maps, the closest. So yeah, I landed at JFK. If I looked at Newark, was a little bit cheaper, but I looked at Newark and it would have been like an hour and a half in most of the traffic to get to where we needed to go. Also, New York people, I learned something. Ready? You're gonna laugh at me probably, but I read online, and we got an email from JetBlue that said the Terminal 5 there at JFK was under construction. All of JFK is under construction. So the rideshare picks up at a different location close to the Howard Beach AirTrain station. I learned all this. I don't know much about JFK. I've only been there. This will be my second time this past week being there. But either way, I basically was able to, I thought, well, I looked at how much the AirTrain was to ride to Howard Beach, and I was like, okay, that's like $8.50 a person, so that's like $17. And then I looked up what a cab fare would be. ChatGPT didn't know. It definitely failed at that. I asked ChatGPT and I asked Google. Google failed too, and I said, what would be a cab fare typically from like a Friday afternoon from JFK to this address, this hotel in Westbury? And they were like, yeah, like $70 or $80. And I thought, okay, well, if the Uber or Lyft is like $50 and the AirTrain's $17, it's going to be close to that price anyway, so I might as well just take the taxi. So I took a taxi from JFK to Westbury. There was hardly any traffic. Like, there were a couple little slowdowns on some of the interchanges, but mostly the traffic was pretty good. It was about 2 o'clock Friday afternoon. I took a cab. As I watched the meter roll over $100 and we still had 5 miles left, I was a little worried. Yeah, it ended up being $130 for the cab ride. Okay. So I learned something. You don't take a cab to Long Island from anywhere. So I learned this. Apparently ChatGPT didn't know that. I should have just asked real New York people. They would have told me. But so on the way back, we took a Lyft. Get this. On the way back, we took a Lyft, and it was $38. And then luckily on the way back, they just drop you right at the departure area. But the train to Howard Beach station would have been way easier. So yeah, I learned. Don't take a taxi. Taxi to Manhattan is fine. I've done that before. That's fine. I think the taxi to Manhattan from JFK was like $30 or something. Welcome to Long Island traffic. Yeah, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't even the traffic that did it. Because you think, oh, the cab was expensive because we were sitting in traffic and the meter was running. Not at all. So anyway, no more taxis for me. Again, we did take a taxi to Manhattan from Newark and from JFK, and those were fine. So I learned something. So the cab ride from JFK to Westbury was almost as expensive as my plane ticket, which is insane. Yeah, don't take no meter cabs. I mean, in the city, it's fine, right? Because like if you're just in Manhattan going from one place to another, it's not bad. But yeah, I live in New Jersey. You're definitely better off flying to JFK to go to Long Island. Yep, for sure. So anyway, I just was, never take a taxi in Washington, D.C. either. Well, I've learned this now. I know I have received new information. Well, they're raising their rates since they've lost business. Well, they're going to continue losing business if they're going to charge, think about it, $38 compared to $130, almost $100 more for the exact same ride. Literally, my driver on Lyft took the exact same route to the airport that we took in the taxi. And it actually took longer in the Lyft because there was more traffic, because there was a little accident. We had to go around. Anyway. So now I know. I think an Uber ride from Lower Manhattan to JFK is over $100 now. Oh, interesting. I did my I did my, now this has been years ago, but I guess it's probably gone up. I did my taxi from JFK to right next to, my hotel was right by United Nations, so it was like, that's Midtown, I think. So anyway, so that was not too bad. I think that was like $30 or $35, but that was about 10 years ago. So anyway, well, so many of you guys live in that area, so for next year, we're going to really promote this, and I would love for as many people as possible to come to SingStrong. You don't have to sing. Just come and watch some great music and support this awesome charity for Alzheimer's research. They pay like $300K for taxi medallions. Oh, wow. Now you and Liam have something funny to laugh at. Those are funny kind of memories you'll look back on and laugh. Yeah, for sure. No, Jen is not on tonight. It's just me. So yeah, it was a great trip. I smell better to you. You know what? The lift we had was kind of funny. For $38, we had a guy picked us up in a Mercedes car, a very nice new one. So I wasn't sure why that didn't qualify as luxury, but maybe he just agreed to take it because it was a longer trip. But I scheduled it. We were in a concert, but I knew I had to be at the airport by 5 so we could get on the plane at 7. So I scheduled the lift at like 4:15, 4:20, and it was just kind of funny because he shows up in a Mercedes, and I was like, oh, well, all right then. That was way better. So we rode in a much nicer car for like $100 less almost. Why do vampires haunt Europe and not Africa? They bless the rains down in Africa. Oh, that's funny. I thought it was luxury too, but they didn't charge us for that. It was nice. And now you know, and knowing it's at the battle. G.I. Joe. Yeah, Anubis. That's a great comment. Hey, Noel. Are you? It says you're happy? That's awesome. Wait, am I happy? We're all happy. We can all be happy. It's a nice little area over here. I guess I haven't said hello on selfie yet. I've got my nice leather jacket on, but it's not too, it's like I said, it's fine. It's not even really cold, but I brought it because I thought the Skyliner might be breezy, but it feels great actually. I'll selfie with Prince Eric here. How's it going, buddy? Are you having a good day? You overlooking the rest of the resort here? Yeah? That's cool. All right. Animal Kingdom train closed February 23rd. Oh yeah. Well, and Dinosaur closed Sunday. So I know that was good. Or not good, but it was, I know it was, it went well. A lot of people enjoyed it. I didn't get to be there, but okay. I want to show you a couple things from, while it's kind of quiet here, from the Acappella thing. This is a beatbox, group. They're called Spider Horse, and their emblem, or their logo, is like literally a horse with 8 legs. So David saw this. I don't know if he's still watching, but these guys are the World Beatbox Champions 2 years in a row. And they're incredible. I'll post this later as a longer video, but check this out. Let me turn the sound up so you can hear it. These guys were insane. I'll do it here because there's not a lot of people around, so I won't bother anybody. Here we go. Isn't that cool? Isn't that awesome? Like, those guys were insane. And that was just vocals, you know, there's no extra, like, any kind of electronic going on there. Okay, yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, they were doing all that. That one guy was doing that click, 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 Hey, Billy Ray. Hello, King Triton. All that, and we're still inventing AI. I know, right? We don't need that. No, AI is helpful for some things. The things people can do with their voices astonishes me. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Let me see if I can find the videos David sent me of us singing really quick. I'll just show you a little preview of us singing, and you'll see me bopping along because I can't stand still for any reason. Let's see. Here. We'll just start with the first song. Let me see if I can find it. There we go. So this is, here we are. Okay, here's me. I'll show Liam in a minute too. There I am. I'm behind the lady with the red hair. This is Go Your Own Way. That was a bass. Liam's right over there. I wish they'd put him in the front, but he was soprano too. Here, I'll get to the chorus and then I'll turn it off. Anyway, here, hold on. Let me fast forward. Let's see. Here we go. Wasn't that fun? There you go. So yeah, that was fun. Anyway, my part was doot 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 doot. That was my part. So it wasn't too hard, but it was still fun. And the fact that it was all a cappella, I think, made it a little harder. Obviously, like I said, I wouldn't have done well singing like the tenor part or something, but I did fine with the bass. I also can sing pretty low. We did Don't You Forget About Me, and that arrangement had low D's and low C's, so I was like, baw, baw. So that was fun. Anyway, enough about the trip. Let's get back to Disney. It was a great trip, I guess, and I hope some of you will join us next year because more people need to see it, and more people need to support the cause. And our awesome friends who've been doing this since 2009, you know, I'd love to get them more support because they deserve it. And I mean, they've got great support. Don't get me wrong. We just want more people like that. I think at one of the concerts there were over 500 people. So, did Steph join in the singing group? No, she wasn't able to go. Her asthma's been bothering her so much. She just didn't feel comfortable getting on a plane. She was afraid, you know, the oxygen and the pressure on the plane might bother her. So, she decided to stay home, and that was fine. She took good care of Tank while we were gone. And then she got a weekend to herself, so I don't think it ended up being such a bad thing for her. Thanks, guys. Sounds like Gene Simmons doing I Was Made for Loving You. He does the doot, 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 doot. It's all about the bass, that bass. That's right. I did enjoy singing the bass. It's fun just to kind of keep going. Like we did Golden, too, so my part in Golden was like, whoa, 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 whoa. You know, it was just all that. It was just fun. It's fun to sing. I never said I was good at it, but I'm pretty good with pitch. I always feel like my tone quality is not great. Like I don't have like a distinctive like soloist voice. I don't think I do well with solos. That's not my thing, and that's okay. Like I'm okay with that. But I don't think let's go out here. This will be fun. So anyway, but I'm happy to do what I can for ensemble stuff. All right, enough. Sorry. Had a good weekend. So, let's see, what else can we talk about? Got some cool stuff coming up. This Friday, Jen and I haven't decided where we're going to go yet. So we will talk about that soon. And then Saturday, I'm going to be live in the morning because our same friends, who is it's Liam's best friend, he has his birthday celebration this weekend. So we're gonna go and spend time with everybody for that in the evening on Saturday. And so I will be live Saturday morning. Love the singing snippet. Just joining. Can you give a temp read down there? Freezing in Jersey. Well, I was just in Long Island, so yes, I totally understand. It was freezing there. Right now it's 54. Feels like 54. Feels like 51. It's not bad. Yes, I did speak about Josh, CEO. I did. No, Robert, we didn't get to really try out any interesting places. We were I pretty much took the cab to Westbury to do the festival, and I was there at Adelphi University, and that's it. So we ate at their food court. We also ate at the hotel. It was a Courtyard Marriott there, and it was nice. But no, I will say when we went back to JFK, we did get some really good. I wouldn't say that it's like actual, like authentic New York pizza, but it was pretty close. I think it was pretty close. Good New York pizza there. At JFK. Artichokes was the name of the place. I thought that was pretty good. Again, I'm not saying it's the best New York pizza. Don't come at me. Don't come for me. But yeah, good stuff. Saturday morning, maybe AK. I could actually. I could. Yeah. My brain wants to go to Magic, but AK would probably be the better choice. The thing is, I don't want to get there. The problem with AK in the morning, too, is I don't want to get there at 8. And it opens at like 7:30. And so everything will be so crowded by the time I get there. So, yeah. Loving the new Ride 24/7 stream, helping my knee replacement. Oh, that's awesome. Well, I haven't started the riding 24/7 stream yet, but I will. I will work on that. I have a few other things I need to do first, and I also have a cruise video I need to get out, so a little behind. And honestly, I have had for a little while a little bit of a lack of motivation to do anything on the channel just because I just needed a break. But I figured out some things today, and I think I don't know. I feel better about it. I think we're on the right track here, and I think we're going to be able to. I've got some ideas that'll put us on the right track. Hey, Dapper Canuck. Robert could show me some places. Nice. I would take 54 here. Absolutely. When I was like I said, when we got back here to Florida, I was like, and it's warmer. Like, even though we landed here, it was 37. Still, I was like, nope, it's warmer. Now, having said that, last Tuesday I was freezing when we were in the 40s, and the reason because I was riding a golf cart, so obviously it's kind of like riding a motorcycle. Like, you just have the wind blowing on you. It's hard. Okay, $10 from Priscilla. These live chats bring so much joy in difficult times. Thank you for using your God-given talents to bring so much peace in our busy and hard schedules and work weeks. Thanks, Priscilla. Half the time, I'm out of practice now, right, a little bit, but half the time I just feel like I talk too much and I blabber and, people get annoyed. But I guess there's almost 2,000 people watching, so it must not be that bad. But thank you, Priscilla. I appreciate that. Did you get the artichoke dip slice? I didn't. No, we just got pepperoni because we were just feeling like pepperoni. Love the smell of AK in the morning. Yes, I did see that on Facebook. Somebody posted that Dr. Seeker, the actor that played him, came to say goodbye. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. Resort TV is part of my weekly schedule. Nice. I don't know. I'll do President's Day weekend an all-day stream. I remember that too, James, when you were over across the pond, literally across the pond at Pop Century. You could see this over here, and it was just abandoned, empty buildings, and now you can walk over here. Mid-50s here. Wait, Dapper Canuck, is that actually mid-50s, or is it actually like... Because you're in northern Canada, right? Or is it like mid-minus 50s? Interested in becoming a mopper. Oh, as far as moppers go, I think we're good for right now. But if you're interested, the biggest thing to do is just be a part of the community and be a part of the streams. I can't promise anything, but we just look for people who are responsible, active in the chat, people know you. And the biggest thing about being a mopper is that less is more. I think a lot of people think when you become a moderator, and our moppers know this and do a good job with it, that it's not a competition to see who can delete the most messages. It's actually being judicious enough to figure out, I can talk, I promise, to say which chats need to be deleted and which ones don't, and to leave most of them. The idea is to leave most of the chats and only delete the very few that break the rules and go over the line. Because I think there are people that moderated and have moderated for us before, and people that have moderated for other channels that think that, like, oh, let me see if I can be the one to delete the most messages. And it's like, no, that's not it. So our moppers now do a good job of it. Oh, thanks, guys. Oh, we love hearing it. I love that. It's like story time for adults. Prop Patriot, I love that. I like chat better than silence. Okay. Very talented. Oh, it's actually 50 there. Wow. You guys had a heat wave. Are you guys swimming today or what? Like, it's the same temperature in northern Canada as it is here? That's weird. we're back into 70s. Really? Wow. 24 year in NYC. I can't imagine life without these live streams. I can't remember the last time I missed one. Thanks, Jen Lynn. I appreciate that. 24 would have been a heat wave from what we had. We never broke, the whole time we were in New York, we never broke 20. Never went above 20. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Oh, hey, David. Am I doing an all-day stream? You can. Yeah, David's going to be down next weekend. Yes, that account does have a profile picture of my wife. That is weird. Can you, not do that? I don't know if that's a troll thing or what. But anyway, please, if you want to troll me, try harder, honestly. And leave my wife out of it. That's not... I see it now, Amara, if that's what you're going to email me about, but please go ahead. But yeah, anyway. I don't know why you would put a picture of my wife in your thumbnail, and I don't usually address this junk on live streams, but that's my wife, that's my family, and if you're trying to make fun of her in some way, you are a not good person. Or, at the very least, it's just weird. So, enough said. Yep, I scrolled back. It was a picture of her. I guess if your goal was to make me mad, congratulations. But whatever, seriously, if that's your goal in life, what a small person you are. It's just, well, we might as well stop talking about it because that's what they want. That's a mentally deranged, sick person. That's what they want. So. Oh, he does the same? Okay, well, just permaban them then. Yeah, Moppers already did it. Just get rid of them. Okay. Again, I'll just finish with this. And this is just for anybody out there who thinks they're a troll, who thinks they can figure out, whatever. I've gotten pretty good about whatever you say about me, I don't care. Somebody tried to troll me a couple weeks ago, and I'm not even going to say about what, on the stream, and they made several messages about it, and they kept trying, and I ignored it. And I'm getting better about it. But when you say stuff about my family, it is much different, and I feel the need to defend. So, and I don't think anybody would blame me for that. So with that being said, say whatever you want about me. You'll probably be blocked, but leave my family out of it. I guarantee you would never say that to my face. I guarantee you wouldn't. So just don't. And enough said. This is pretty, though. Yeah, Long Island trolled me, only having Pepsi as an option. Yeah, for sure. It was weird. Everywhere we went, there was no Coke. It was very strange. Even the airport. And usually the airports have both. All right. We're going to take the... I don't think we're going to head to Pop this time. We spent a long time at Art. Actually, let's go into Pop really quick just to check the store, because there was some cool Skyliner merch in there last time. That's because you're a good husband and father. And sorry you have to deal with this stuff. No, we have a lot of people following us. It's reasonable to think that there's going to be a few bad apples in the bunch, but it's very few, so that's fine. Just so you know, every time you're live in the winter, you warm us up here up north, and now you know why. I sure do. It's been, so like I said, I haven't been up to Indiana since 2013, and when we went up to New York to visit our friends up there, same friends, it was summer, so it was warm. So no, so the Skyliner actually just went down for refurb, and it's back now. You know, you made it when you have trolls. You know what the best part about the trolling thing is that if I actually do get upset about it, like I just did, then a bunch more people come on the stream. Somebody's like, "Hey, Josh is getting mad." I'm assuming that's what happens. So thanks for the thanks for the extra views and live stream revenue. I appreciate it. Like I'm assuming there's some kind of a troll beacon call or something. Anyway. That's enough attention. That was actually more of a joke than anything else, but I do appreciate the extra people online. So yes, I'm excited about Josh tomorrow as the new CEO. The max win with the Skyliner runs. I actually don't know that. I used to. I thought it was like, no, because I was going to say like 20 miles an hour. That seems too low. 87 in Disneyland. Really? Wow. That's nice and warm. There's a periodic troll meeting in the parents' basements. Does the mom bring down the juice boxes? That's funny, cardboard box. Hey, Johnny. I like how people decorate their doors and things here. Hey, thanks, Dawn. No juice boxes, but fruit roll-ups and ring puffs. All you in summer weather. I hate you right now. Not really. I'm just tired of cold. I know. Mom, cancel the juice boxes. I know, right? Temperature, it's 54 right now. What happened to the crew you used to work with at Disneyland? We're still friends. We talk to them very often. In fact, I hung out with Andrew a couple weeks ago when he was here. So with his family. So they're still doing great. It's just that they're all super busy. Andrew's been super busy with his job, and Britt as well. And Britt and Crystal don't have Disneyland passes anymore just because it got to be too much. So so Britt does want to stream again if he can, find a ticket or something. He's gonna do that, or maybe he's got cast member friends, so whatever. But he's going to find a ticket and stream at some point. But yeah, they're just not able to get into the parks as much right now. But they're still very much part of the channel, and they're still really good friends. Yeah, Josh seems like a great...
Let's try it again.
Josh seems like a great pick for the CEO for sure. I could go for a good juice box, but I'm not trolling anyone. Hey, you don't have to troll anybody to get a juice box. I mean, we'll hook you up. Oh, thanks, Matthew. Oh, John Piero, don't worry about it. It was just something silly. Where's the meatloaf? Ma! It's 54 here in Oxford, AI. What is it? Wait. Oh, AL, Alaska? Is it okay? I'm gonna seem silly right now. Alaska's AL, right? Yeah, that makes sense. I'm sorry. Sometimes my brain just forgets that stuff when I don't use it. All right, let's head in here for just a second. Free juice boxes, I know, right? No, David, I don't think I can do a ride challenge. But maybe just an all-day stream. Hi. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you.
I watch you guys all the time. You watch me on Friday.
Oh, awesome.
I don't think you understand. Maverick. You know how Mommy watches them every Friday night? This is it.
Hi.
So, huge fan of you guys.
Thank you.
So,
Where are you guys from?
Michigan.
Okay.
I like Starstruck.
Oh, that's awesome.
So,
What's your name?
Tara.
Tara? Matt? And Maverick.
Maverick.
Very cool. From Michigan. Oh, okay, Alabama, sorry. I forgot my state abbreviations. We're talking about temperatures in different states.
I know, yes. We left the
We have like
minus.
-2 wind chills in Michigan.
Yeah, so
You know, I went to New York this past weekend, and we had -5 wind chills, and I remember what that's like, and I was like, it doesn't feel so bad here anymore.
so it's
I
really
mean-
nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you, too, so I thank you for watching.
Yeah, it's an honor because I appreciate you guys always being family friendly.
Of course.
I appreciate your just always being kind to everybody you meet, and I appreciate your just heart to be authentic and not be like your non-negotiables of just making sure it's always family friendly, always being kind to everybody, and like everybody you talk to, everybody says the same thing. It's true.
Aw.
You are the nicest people, true blue. So
Thank you.
It's a huge honor to me.
Oh, I appreciate that. Did you guys want to say hi on the live stream?
Sure. Hello, everybody. It's an honor to meet Josh, and hello to Jenna. Where
Yes.
she is tonight.
Yep.
We traveled in today, so hello.
Well, welcome. Yeah, you got the suitcases and the car seat and everything ready to go.
Official tourists.
Yes, we are.
Oh, no, hey, I've been there. I remember when we had the stroller and the car seat, we got it all in the whole thing. And I wondered the first time my wife and I took Liam when he was really little, I didn't know how we were going to make it through. I was like, we need to hire somebody just to carry the stuff. Well, we made it. So, well, welcome, guys, and thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Great music.
Nice.
You guys
Thank
have a good rest of your trip.
Yes, thank you. Ready, bro?
Bye.
Bye.
Hi. He's going to dance, it sounds like. Loves this music, it sounds like. Good taste. Yeah, it's good music. Now we might get a hit on it, but I can fix it later. No problem. Oh, it's the same Skyliner merch. Okay, cool. Well, at least we checked. Hey, USC Greg. So yeah, did I get the? I'm ignorant. AL is Alabama, AK is Alaska, AZ is Arizona, AR is Arkansas. Got it. AK is Alaska. Alaska. Social Mickey, hello. I think they're all the same here. That's cool. Alabama's AL, yep. Yep, sorry. I messed up. I was like, it was 54 in Alaska. Now we have been colder than Alaska a few times, but not frequently. All right, that's kind of all I wanted to. I just wanted to show the Skyliner merch. Although this is cool. The little pop old school baseball tee. Did I name the shirt correctly? I sure did. Faded 80s look. That's kind of cool, actually. Oh, thanks, Jaber. I've got to write some OT goals for an IEP. If you're bored and want to write them, okay, right. I don't know anything about that. I mean, I do, but I never wrote the IEPs. Let's put it that way. I'm not trained to write an IEP. I just signed them. I got to follow it, but I'm not trained to write them. This is the Pop Spirit jersey. Yeah. Here, hold on. Oh, it's over here. Have a nice day. How fun. These are probably not new, but I like the retro. Oh, look at this. How fun. I love that. Oh, Edwin, for sure. We love keeping the chat family friendly. I hated to have to go on a rant earlier, but I felt like, I don't know. I just felt like it's kind of like when I defended Jenna against the guy that was rude to her. It's like, regardless of what anybody thinks, at the end of the day, I'm accountable to basically only a few people. I'm first accountable to God, and second, I'm accountable to my family. And I think that's obviously then, of course, I'm accountable to all of you as well to keep things family friendly. But I feel like it's got to be in that order. It's got to be God. It's got to be family. And so I feel like if I don't defend the family, I feel like I don't have anything. So that's how I feel about that. But yeah, I don't think we ever had the actual phone, but Greg is saying he had one. That's cool, man. Very cool. So anyway, Southwest. At least Southwest has like real seats now. You can actually like get in a real seat. At the end of the day, we're right in both. Well, thanks. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. Oh, awesome. That's right. We have the people in the circle. We don't mess with the circle. You got a Swatch phone? That's amazing. I never had a Swatch watch. I know a lot of people did. That's right, Dave. God Family Work Shirts. There you go. I love this. I love these Fast and Furious. Like, it's cool. Again, it's like modern tech with the giant, 4K screens and stuff. I think that's, I'll say this every time, but I think it's cool that they still make all this stuff because, at the end of the day, you can't replicate this with a phone, right? I mean, yeah, this phone can play a lot of these type of games, but you can't replicate this with a phone. You just can't. You can't replicate this with the console. You can't replicate this with, a computer. Oh, thanks, Theme Park Junkie. Well, I think we're good. I think it was just, like I said, just a little trolling, no problem. But I just wanted to clarify that I was like, I hate doing that kind of stuff, but honestly, it is needed. Thanks, Lynn. I used to wear 4 to 5 Swatches at a time. Dapper Canuck, you sure it wasn't 6 or 7? I'm just checking. No, but I know a lot of people did used to do that. Got him. I think Dapper Canuck's one of the ones that usually 6-7s me. Case of Mexican Coke and a dozen bags of Tate's chocolate chip cookies. Yes. David, I was so hungry like at a break time for one of the at the show on Sunday. I may or may not have eaten most of that bag of cookies like just while I was standing there waiting. Thanks, Jossa family. This is where we always stay. I don't understand paying so much at the other resorts. We all end up at the same parks. I agree. I think it's cool. And I think here's what I think. I think it's cool that there are options. Because, I mean, these poor lifeguards, they've got to be kind of bored. Although maybe that's not a bad thing. I don't know. But yeah, to answer your comment for sure, I agree. I think it's good that there's options. I think it's good, like, a lot of people have said this. If you don't need more room than just, these only sleep 4 people, but if you don't need more room than that, they may have suites here too. I think they do have some suites, don't they, now? Either way, if you don't need more than just this, kind of room, these are nice rooms. They're fine. They're nice, right? And All-Star is great too. There's nothing wrong with All-Star at all. You're still at Disney World, and they're still amazing places. I think it's good that they have options. Some people want that luxury experience, and they can afford it, and that's kind of like, good for them. But some people, just want a nice, clean, safe place to stay, and this and the All-Stars are that. And I have great memories at the All-Star, great memories here at Pop Century. There's literally nothing wrong with staying at these. It's not a downgrade, it's not a step down, it's Disney World, for crying out loud. Look at this place. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat, right? It is incredible. And so, I'm sorry, and so is the All-Star. They're all amazing. So you get basically all the same amenities, and you get great transportation. You get the bus transport. You get everything. You just save some money. So I think it's great. Plus the fact that a lot of people, if you're the kind of family that hits the parks really hard, you're only in your room to sleep anyway, maybe take a nap. So you don't necessarily need all that. Now, if you want to take a more relaxed vacation and be a little more luxurious, then I think, okay, if you can swing a Poly or a Grand Floridian, I think those are great choices. But the point is there are options for everybody. And I think that, well, I know it's still expensive, but there are options for at least a larger variety of people. So I can't say everybody. And I would include myself in, not necessarily being able to always afford to stay at anything, right? So I totally understand that. But I think at least these more value resorts allow more people to be able to stay. So that's kind of my spiel and idea about like staying at resorts. Pick the resort that fits you the best. And don't ever think that it's a downgrade to stay at a value resort. It's certainly not. A value resort is just that. It's a value. And that is not a bad thing. Cocoa Beach or Melbourne Beach? I haven't been to Melbourne that much. I like Cocoa Beach. 6 of one, 7 of the other. Yeah. Rip Off is a 2-player cooperative game from the 70s. It's probably on your arcade machine. Oh, that's fun. We can check it out. Completely acceptable. We may have to try all the different types next weekend. Nice. Theo became a member. Thanks, Theo. I did eat 6 or 7 cookies. Self-remember, Theo. Thank you. Yeah, different people are looking for different things in hotels. And that's right. And again, it's not wrong if anybody says, hey, I want a luxurious hotel. I want to stay at the best resort. There is nothing wrong with that. That's fantastic. Enjoy, right? Maybe it's not even a super wealthy person. Maybe it's a family that saved up and says, hey, we've always dreamed of this. We're going to do it. We've saved. We've worked hard. Great. Enjoy it. But if you're like, I want to take the trip and I'm only going to sleep, take the value resort and be happy. Be proud. Hey, now, you're an all-star. We're considering staying at some of the other resorts to spend more time exploring outside the parks. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, All-Star, a great value. Pop Century, a great value. I mean, I'm at Pop Century right now, but they're all a great value. Naps, plural. Hey, no judgment. You're on vacation. Take your naps. And hear what you're saying, but don't you have a favorite resort? Yeah, my favorite resort is Poly, right? So, like, with all that said, if money's no object, then yeah, sure, I stay at Poly, right? If Disney says, hey, you can stay at a resort for free, which one are you picking? I'm picking Poly, if money's not a thing. But most of the time, money is a thing, right? So, yeah, like 99.9% of the time. So, yeah, I think that's why it's good to have these options. Yeah, it's called value, getting the most out of your money. Absolutely. Drury is always amazing. I'd find the cheapest place just to sleep and enjoy the parks, yeah. We're a family who hits the parks hard and stay at Saratoga. I felt we wasted a deluxe trip by being at the parks too much. Well, there you go. Yeah, it's hard. It's so hard because there's so much to do. Something about walking around Disney at night, especially when it's 30 degrees here in PA, stresses of life. Yeah, for sure. Well, it was 30 degrees here this morning. It warmed up 35 degrees today. Or more. Actually, more than that. Well, okay, so we started this morning. I think my phone said 29 or 28 this morning here. And then we ended up at like 67. So, yeah, like 39 degrees, I guess. Cheers to Josh tomorrow for becoming the new CEO. Sorry, I'm way behind. Kayla Alberg, or Aberg. 199, what's the closest room to the Skyliner? Oh, interesting. I don't know. Probably the closest actual room. Here's the Skyliner. I'm going to say it's not art. It would not be Art of Animation. It's definitely going to be it's definitely going to be one of these rooms on the end. So one of these buildings right here in the end of Pop. Although it could be close to the same. I'd say it's either one of these two end buildings, or it does look like art is further away. Yep, it's going to be those two in Pop over there. So there you go. Those are the closest rooms. Hi.
Please remain seated. Supervise children and refrain from smoking.
I don't know the numbers. Like I'm not going to go back and look at the numbers, but yeah, basically those are going to be the closest. One of those are more expensive. Oh, I like the older Disney resorts because 70s and 80s for sure. Yes, please. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Yep, congrats to Josh tomorrow. Pretty cool. By the way, Liam and I did get to go ride Dinosaur. I think we talked about that on Tuesday. He did really well with it, and I have some video that I'll post eventually. Although I only got to ride it once with the main camcorder, or with the main Sony camera, and we had some focus issues, so that was kind of frustrating, but I think I can put it together and make it work. I think we can do it.
Welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner at Disney's Pop Century Resort and Disney's Art of Animation Resort. We are on our way to Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort with connecting flights to Disney's Hollywood Studios and Epcot International Gateway. We are now gliding over Hourglass Lake. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy the most magical flight on Earth. In just a few moments, we will be arriving at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. All passengers must disembark or transfer at this station. We hope you enjoyed your journey, and thank you for flying the Disney Skyliner. Please remain seated until the doors automatically open. When exiting the cabin, please supervise children, collect your belongings, and watch your step. Thank you for flying with us.
Por favor, permanezcan sentados hasta que las puertas se abran automáticamente. Al salir de la cabina, por favor, cuide a sus pequeñitos, reúna sus pertenencias y observe sus pasos. Gracias por volar con nosotros.
All right, I need to make a note really quick. Let's see. That was February 3rd. Skyliner Sunset Ride. Skyliner Mountain Ride. This goes to our top century and value resorts. There we go. I'm going to be doing more live stream clips, I think, because there's just so much, you know, what I consider to be good material in our live streams that I think that we need to make sure that's accessible for people. So you're going to be seeing me post a few more live stream clips here and there. So I thought our discussion about the value versus deluxe resorts is good. You know, stuff like that. I just think it's good to like have that stuff out there. So I'm probably going to be posting a few things here and there with clips. So we'll see. There's something new I want to try. Yes, there's a separate line for ECVs to get on the Skyliner, and they stop. They either take you on a separate little boarding area, or, ooh, I see damage on these. These must have not gotten covered well. There's frost damage here. They'll replant, but yeah, we're gonna definitely see some frost damage. Disney did a pretty good job of covering things, but you can also see where the grass died there too. Either way, what I was going back to about ECVs, this Epcot line, they have to actually stop to load an ECV because there's no, the way it's made, the one at Riviera you have to stop because there's no extra line for that. There's no place where it can just be pulled off to the side. Whereas on the other lines, there's a little side track basically, and you load on an ECV, a wheelchair, or anything like that, and then you join the main line. So it's pretty cool, actually. It works really well, and your whole family, you know, can go with you, of course. Wow, Mary, that's pretty rough. Cabins are our favorite. Oh, I love the cabins too. We got to do that last Tuesday. We were there with Dee Dee and her family and Jerry and the kids, and you got to go see one of the cabins there. Oh, super chat from Kayla. Yes, can you do a tour of Caribbean Beach? $1.99. Thank you so much for the super chat. And yes, we can do that. In fact, they got cookies. I'm going to have one. David, you can eat the cookies. It's okay. Also, I'm going to go eat the cookies. It's okay. When you live streamed last week at Fort Wilderness, I really enjoyed it. It's not something you guys have done that I'm aware of. Oh, we've done it a lot. But I love doing it. But we do a big stream, kart streams and stuff every year. Oh, these died too. We had some plants die too that we forgot to cover. You just can't cover everything, unfortunately. But yeah, see, these tropical plants don't do well in the cold. Oh, are we good? All right. You guys clear your cookies? Okay, good. No pirate rooms at Caribbean Beach? Hello, Daddy and Disney. We had a little glitch in the matrix there. That's pretty. All right. Well, thanks for watching tonight, guys. And yeah, go back and watch the Fort Wilderness one from last week. There wasn't as many people watching that one, so I think you'll enjoy it if you go to watch it. I know there was a lot going on, so I get that. But yeah, go back and watch. I think the Skyliner station is actually really pretty. I think they did a nice job with it. How cold is it right now? It's not bad. I mean, you know, it's not swimming weather, but let's see, what do we have here? Hold on. 51. Feels like 49. So, not bad. Like, you want a jacket, but it's not uncomfortable. Age of Retro, congrats on 27 months of Resort Hopper Bronze. These streams are helpful during this time of the year. We'll be there in 13 days. Hope to run into you guys while we are there. Thanks, Age of Retro. Did you stay to see the fireworks after the battery died? No, I went home because I was just tired and I needed to be ready for school the next day. And turned out that they were, in fact, at 9:30. And Dee Dee said they went for half an hour almost. Or at least it seemed like to her that they went that long. So yeah, I don't know. No, 51's not too bad, especially compared to, like I said, just a couple days ago. It was like 5 when I was up in New York, and then even like Sunday morning here was 24, feels like 10 or something. I think they got into the single digit wind chills here, like 9. I think they finally hit at one point with the wind chill, which is unreal. Yeah, thank you for being a live stream member for 27 days, Age of Retro. That's awesome. We do hope to see you when you're here. It's only 77 in Phoenix. Gosh, you guys cold? The Phoenix people are putting their coats on. It's 77. The phone, yes, why it wasn't charging. Yeah, so it's just when it gets cold, like it was last week. It was cold enough last week that the phone, the battery's unstable below 20% with low power. I think that's where the battery can't, I don't know how batteries really work completely, but I think the chemicals are not as stable. Lithium ion or whatever it is, the reactions are not as stable at a cold temperature. That's why EVs, electric vehicles, don't get as many miles when it's cold. I think they say they actually lose like 20% of their range sometimes when it's super cold. So I think that's what happened to this battery, and it was showing 20%, but it really didn't have 20%. It was more like, it was lower. It just didn't know how to measure it. 57 in Texas. North Texas. See, it's funny, we're colder here. WESH said the real feel was 7 in Orlando on Monday and Tuesday morning. You know, I'll believe it. Yesterday morning was pretty cold. Yeah, the real feel was 7. That's crazy. It's got to be a record. We're close to it. -2 degrees where I'm from. That's not wind chill. Yeah. The coldest it got in New York while we were there was 2. Greetings from CA. I'm sure it's been discussed before, but yeah, happy about Josh tomorrow being CEO. Me too. I think it's going to be great. Is it bad when I open up the Weather Channel and it says don't ask? I know. I know, right? Ion transfer and internal resistance of lithium batteries is affected by temperature. See, I knew somebody would know what it was. My non-technical was the temperature makes the doohickey not work right. But yeah, no, it's I knew that was a thing. Hold on. I'm gonna look and see what it is where we were in New York. Let's see. 23 in New York City right now. It's warmer than it's been. Feels like 19. It's like a heat wave, man, compared to what it had been. Like I said, we never broke 20 while we were there. Debbie, I hope you guys have a great trip. The flex capacitor isn't fluxing. As snow tires, the heater on, it's a 50% loss on an EV. Oh, for sure. Well, yeah, and I don't think EVs are meant to have snow tires on, are they? I mean, maybe, I guess you can. But yeah, that would definitely lose power for sure. I think extreme cold is not a place where EVs are ever going to really thrive. I'm not saying they're not useful. I think they're useful for a lot of things. I think it's just, I don't think it's ever going to completely take over gas until they figure out a technology that's not affected as much by temperature. And charging can be faster. I don't even think this is physically possible, but if you can get it to where a full charge or even 80% charge, it'll last about as long as a trip to the gas station for a gas car, I think then you can say that it could totally replace it. Josh said it was the right choice. His business sense and the creative approach, that's what you need to be CEO of Disney. Yeah, for sure. David said the coldest was 2. Okay. I knew it was around that area. Hey, 1, 2, 6, 7, you know, it's whatever. Okay. This is a great resort. Caribbean Beach is a beautiful resort. It's something that, there's something for everybody. And it's moderate, but it's got the Skyliner. It's a little bit bigger room than, you know, you'd get at a value resort. So you can kind of like, it's that nice middle ground you can hit with resorts. Oh, no worries. I love purple roses. That's all good. Sodium ion batteries work really well in cold temperatures, but capacity is on the low side. Cold doesn't impact my ability to eat a carrot Casey's hot dog. Yeah. Electric vehicles really make no sense because you need a power source to charge the battery, so you're just providing a barrier. Well, I don't think that's that. I think there's a lot of benefits way beyond that, right? Because the nice thing is you're able to keep it charged. So like nobody goes to the gas station every day, so you've got like a full battery, every time you put the car in the house. It also ends up being cheaper over time. And again, I'm not an expert on the thing, so I'm not going to argue the pollution benefits as far as power plants versus gas engines. I mean, I'm not a scientist, so I can't tell you what that is, but I think there's a use case for them. It might not be for you. It might not be for anybody but I think it is for somebody. And I think, well, obviously, because I think that's why they have them, right? But it makes sense in the same way that your phone charges. It's not that much different. It's just a lot more power. So you're storing the power in a battery just like you are in a phone or a laptop. It's just a lot bigger battery and a lot more power. It's also a great alternative considering that, gas isn't going to last forever. So that's a nice thing to have an alternative. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. But I think it does have a use case for sure. I don't have one yet. It doesn't make sense for me yet. But eventually it will. And I commute 20 miles to school every day. I could do that much cheaper in that type of a car.
Stop it.
Once solid state batteries become more practical, cold weather won't matter. Range will be equivalent. Charging times will be fast. Well, there you go. So they're working on it. They're cooking. They're cooking. Solar battery with combustion engine and regenerative braking. Well, there you go. So you can do that. Still trying to figure out how Eugene was able to sound like the Iru, the Chinese violin. I know, right? Many technical procedures were invented with the phrase doohickey. I know, right? This is beautiful. That's pretty cool, Theo, about solid state batteries. Plug-in hybrids are a nice middle ground. I actually completely agree with that, Dan. And I actually would look at getting like something like that, because I think then you have the best of both worlds. You can take a trip on your favorite rocket ship. No, I'm just kidding. You can take a trip, and you can keep. You can keep using the gas if you want to take your trip, but you can also do the daily drive with the EV too. Hydrogen, we'll see. But way smarter people than me are working on this stuff, so that's nice. I have a hybrid, love it. Yeah, I did have a Prius. It was an older one though, so I didn't really like it that much. I think the biggest mistake that Toyota made on that was not the actual concept. The concept is cool. The cars are just not cool. Like, they're better now. They made it look better for sure, but they really messed up the whole image of Prius with the fact that it just looked so dorky. And that's not a slam on anybody who has a Prius. Like, they're great for fuel economy, but I doubt very many people said, oh boy, the older versions of them, oh boy, that's a great looking car. Like, maybe some people, I guess, but like, I think that was what Tesla got right from the beginning. Obviously, hybrids and EVs are different, but like, they made the cars look cool. And it's like, oh, I actually might want one of those. So anyway, probably enough about cars, but I thought that was interesting. That's true, Paul. Yeah, they do have some heaters there. Of course, that takes power too. But yeah, again, there's no perfect solution. As Ellen said, or as Bill Nye says, there are no easy answers. Yeah, the original Volt wasn't bad, for sure. But even Toyota admitted that. They admitted they made a mistake with that on the Prius, and they try to rectify it. One of my friends has a newer one, and they do. They look much better. So, all right. I think it's time for a cookie. Bam, bam, bam. Oh my gosh, we're about to get funky. We got the Casper slide going over here. The old Camaros are great. The 80s ones look so cool. My neighbor had a 70s Camaro. They look cool, but that's not quite my cup of tea. Of course, I grew up in the 80s, so the old T-top Camaros, man, those things are cool. Every once in a while you'll see one around, but most of them are gone. There aren't very many that have been saved from the wrecking, from the junkyard, I should say, not the wrecking ball. It's not a building. I saw a picture on the Adam the Woo's Facebook page of a family truckster. Somebody had the old family truckster all done up like that. I don't know if anybody follows Adam's, the Facebook page dedicated to him. He always loved, of course, the National Lampoons and all the old movies and stuff, just like I do. And he definitely would have appreciated the family truckster. Just bought a Tesla, nicest car I ever owned. Charging is no problem as long as you keep the battery warm in cold weather. Range doesn't suffer. There you go. Is Disney going to change the smoking rules? I wouldn't think so. Get me a Firebird. Those are cool too. Firebirds, T-Birds, they're all good. A Trans Am, that's another one. Trans Am, those were super cool. It is kind of sad that Pontiac isn't a thing anymore and hasn't been for a while. They made some cool cars. Trans Am, Fiero, Firebirds, Grand Ams, like they just made some cool stuff. Slice of $25 cake, yeah, why not? I'm not that hungry. Anyway, that family truckster thing was cool. I probably couldn't find it now if I wanted to. One hop this time. Right foot, 2 stomps. Left foot, 2 stomps. Slide to the right. Slide to the left. So here is the pool with nobody in it. Enjoy. The Fiero, yeah, that's one of the cars that only looks cool. Oh, that's awesome, Sean. Ooh, the IROC, those were fun too. Cavaliers, were not like the best car, but they were economical little thing. Yeah, the Sunfire. I do remember Sunfire. I don't think the Sunfire was ever as cool as the Camaro, but the Sunfire, it was all right. I jumped 3 times. Freeze. I could have definitely froze this weekend. Freeze. Remember that song? We did the when they did the Christmas parade taping, and they had Black Eyed Peas. They had that song Freeze, froze, freeze, froze. Thought Orlando was going to get a foot of snow. I don't think anybody ever said that. There was snow in Oviedo apparently, not very much, but. Did see where Chevy did a concept of the new Chevelle and a concept of an El Camino. That's fun. All right, Eden. Arriving February 18th, and my birthday is the 19th. Any recommendations for good slice of cake? I mean, the cake bake shop, but it's expensive. Yes, Pontiac Le Mans was a thing. Strike me as an Oldsmobile guy. I never had an Oldsmobile. I did have a... my parents had one, but I never actually owned one myself. So, they actually had a couple of them. A Cutlass and a Delta 88. Alright, let me switch over to Wi-Fi here real quick. Give me a second. I think I can do this. All right. Hey, we'll be right back. Actually, well, you know what? I have a second thought here. I actually need a restroom break. There's a restroom here, and I need to change connection. I'm going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So we're going to do a quick restroom break, and then we shall... oops, sorry, I need to fix the focus. There we go. And then we and I'll be back. So I'll be right back. Real quick restroom break. Stay tuned. And welcome back. Thanks for being here. Hope you've enjoyed the stream so far. This music's groovy. Bum, 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 dun, 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 bum, bum. Alright, anywho. Got all the cool 2026 merch here. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to switch the connection. The whole reason I was going to do this anyway. All right, hold on. This is a professional stream. No, I'm just kidding. We're definitely not professional. All right, we'll be right back. And back. Yeah. You didn't come here for perfection anyway. How fun. I don't know if Jenna's streaming tomorrow or not. Not sure. Look who's back. Back again. These are good ears. That's nice. Price. $70. There you go. Did Adam have a celebration of life? I missed it. That's sad. Oh, no. It was going to be in California. No, I couldn't go. Right? Weren't they doing it in California? Yeah, I couldn't go. I hope it went really well, and I hope everybody enjoyed each other's company and enjoyed sharing memories of Adam. I stayed in New York. I stayed in Westbury in a Courtyard Marriott in Long Island. So that was fun. What is happening? There we go. My watch was just like looking up locations in New York City for some reason. It's like Roz, man. Those things are always watching. Was that a map of Caribbean Beach on the t-shirt? Let me see. No, maybe. Yes, it was. How fun. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, you're right. 'Tis a map. A map indeed. You got power out in Brooklyn? That's too bad. Oh yeah, we didn't have any power out problems in where we were at. We were glad too, because it was way too cold for the power to be out. I had some students who lost power though this weekend here in Florida, which was really cold. So one of the students said it got down to like 50 degrees in their house, which was obviously livable but not comfortable. So. This music is just like chill, like spa music, man. And maybe a little too much for spa, but it's definitely poolside. Magic band, do people use them still? I don't know. You guys use Magic Band still? I never used mine. Bum, 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 bum. Power Out in Brooklyn sounds like a song title. Yeah, it does. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Was this like do a little improv solo? I don't know, I wasn't quite in the right key, but I'm close enough. All right. How's your trip to NY with New York? How was your trip to NY with Liam? I bet he loved it. What did you guys see? Did you go to the Nintendo store? No, so we didn't actually go to like the city. Like we were in Long Island. We didn't go to we didn't go to Manhattan. So no, we were just there for an Acappella competition, SingStrong. We were only there for that. So that's that. We didn't go anywhere else. But yeah, I'd like to go to the Nintendo store next time we're there. I'd also like one of these cookies. So I'm gonna get one. Using proper cookie getting technique. So we gotta put it in a little box here. Alright, there we go. I got it. I'm ready for Spider Horse. Yeah, no, those guys, man, they were blowing they were just blowing the roof off the thing, as they say. I was sad I didn't get to see him on Sunday. Theo wants an engine oil cooler. Yeah, Theo, I'm sure they got this. Sorry. Theo's too fancy for self-serve. He needs somebody to hand it to him. Of course. How are you going to hold a cookie or Coke in the stream like this? I'm doing it right now. You can't see it, but I'm doing it. See? I have the cookie in the box. That's helping. I got a box for the cookie in the box. I don't really need the Coke, but I kind of do. Actually, I haven't had a lot of Coke lately, so I'll go with it. We could book them for a Resort TV 1 event. Wait, who, David? The Steel Drum Choir? The Steel Drum Band? We'd have to know who they were first, though. Hello. Chocolate chip cookie and then the Coke. I'm going to do my debit card once I can get it out. Okay.
Did you want a bag?
No thanks, the box is fine.
Did you want the receipt?
Yes, please. Thank you. Have a good night.
You too.
No, David, I did not want a Pepsi. Although it's not bad, you know what I mean? Like, it's not that big of a difference. Like, okay, it is a big difference, but it's not bad. I will still happily eat or drink, marry. I don't know, I still get both of them. Like, it's fine. Actually, let's go back out this way. So, all right, we'll go this way. Got that stuck in my head now. Okay. Debit card, Dave Ramsey would approve. Yeah, I like using the debit. I'm not a fan of credit cards. We currently have too much on ours now, so we need to get that sorted. So Dave Ramsey would not be a fan of our credit cards, but it's fine. We'll figure it out eventually. Like, at some point. I should have come up here. Why didn't I do that? Oh, hello, Nick. No, I like Mountain Dew. Yeah, Mountain Dew is good. I'm a fan of that. Let's go up here. Let's find a table here for just a second. Oh, are there tables over here? It's fine. Okay. I was brought home in a Fiera after my birth, December 1987. Wow, that's so fun. How do they put a car seat in a Fiero? That's what I want to know. Isn't that just a two-seater? That's funny. Nathan Roach, $10. Super chat. Enjoy your snack from Greta and Nathan. Thank you so much. I use my credit card like a debit card. I pay it every Friday and get the points. That's the way to do it. We're just not very good at that. So we got to get better. We cut a lot of things just recently, which is good. You got to do that from time to time. We cut all of our streaming services except Disney Plus, and then Hulu's bundled, so we're trying to get rid of that, but we can't really because we're all bundled right now, and it's hard to unbundle. So it's a whole thing. But anyway. So Disney Plus and Hulu we have, and YouTube Premium, because that's really helpful for what we do. Hold on, I'm going to set the stream down for a second. And then I canceled my AT&T on the streaming phone because we just don't really use it that much. And then I cut down my iCloud subscription quite a bit, and so yeah, we did a lot of restructuring of finances for a few minutes, for a little while. So that's good. It's good to just audit your expenses every once in a while, I think. So. Oh. Cookie's a little hard. How long has that been there? Oh well. I'm still going to enjoy it. No, you're right. It wasn't popular to wear seatbelts in the 80s. There were like commercials about it. Sorry, the cookie is loud to eat, so I'm sorry you can hear my crunching. Actually, it's about like the Tate's, David. It's about the same hardness. Oh, happy birthday, Tyler, Denise's husband. Yeah, David introduced me to Tate's the other night. They had him at the hotel and he bought us a few bags. Yep, we got Retro TV One Tech. My other channel. We also have Resort TV 24/7, and Jenna has Adventures of Jen and Dale. It's not cookie crunchy, it's ambiance. That's right, Theo. You tell them. Hey, Aaron. Hello, Treblix. Hello. Oh, that's you. Happy birthday. We're going to be sending you to the 24-hour stream right after this. I have a 24-hour stream of just walking around the park and the resorts. It even tells you the temperature. It's not always super accurate. It didn't seem to get down as cold as what my thermometer said, but close enough. Big Guy 1, congrats on 24 months of Resort Hopper Platinum. Hey there, Josh. Greetings from St. Louis. Thanks again for the stream tonight and for all you guys do. Thank you so much. Oh, I need to talk about sponsors. Yes, I did get to ride Dinosaur last time. You know, I don't have a favorite area of Caribbean Beach. I just like it all. It's really nice. I don't stay here that often. Resort TV 1 degree, live streaming from New York. Resort TV 1 cold. Frigid edition. Also need to thank our awesome sponsors, MickeyTravels.com. One of our awesome sponsors, Echo Levain. Interesting. That rain stream was a lifesaver during bronchitis. I had to try and sleep upright on the couch, and that stream got me to sleep. That's awesome. Not awesome that you had bronchitis, but awesome that the stream helped you. That's why I think I need to post more clips from live streams. That did really well. Good evening from the newsroom at WNBC New York. Nothing like listening to you at night after a long, tough day in the news. Yeah, the news is tough, man. Hey, it's 22 people watching. 2,222 people. That's my news anchor voice. Good evening from the newsroom at WNBC New York. Tonight, we're talking about our late-breaking story about stuff we're not going to talk about on the live stream. WDW Stream Time, it looks like you're the only one at the resort. Nice of them to clear out the crowd. Isn't it nice? Oh yeah, David, there's a lot of dead plants. Although they did a good job covering as much as they could. I mean, listen, there's too many plants here to cover. They had to be strategic about it. Yeah, almost 1,000 likes. Drop the like. Oh, that is funny, Theo. Thanks, Joe. I can do it. I can do the news voice. Good evening. The beatboxers would create a custom intro outro. I bet they would. I'd obviously pay them for it, but they were awesome. So, all right, let's talk about Mickey Travels. If you want to book your next trip right here to Walt Disney World, Caribbean Beach, any resort you want, any Disney park, any cruise, book it with MickeyTravels.com. Again, that is MickeyTravels.com. They will help you book your next trip right here to Walt Disney World or any Disney resort or park. Again, and they will help you book it with their expert advice. And the best part about it is you don't pay any more for it. Disney pays them commission. That's how they make money. So if you've ever thought, travel agent's too expensive, I don't want to use that because I don't want to pay extra. You don't have to pay extra. You pay the same as you normally would. They might even find you a better deal because they know all the deals and you might not know all the deals. But that's their job. Their job is to know all the deals. So anyway, definitely go check that out. MickeyTravels.com. And MickeyBlog.com is their news source. Jennifer says WKRP. WKRP in Cincinnati. I don't know about WJRP. The WKRP I remember. Cookie is good, yeah. Yes, there's a lot of dead plants around. Like I said, they couldn't cover everything. I have some in my yard too, unfortunately. Yeah, the cookie was really good, even though it was a little bit crunchy. Still 100% worth it. 9 out of 10 would try again. WRTV. I think there actually is a WRTV though. Well, I already talked about Josh tomorrow being CEO. It's a good thing. It's gonna be great. Oh, Theo said the landscapers are at your apartment today. Yeah, because you're over on the west coast of Florida, I believe. Or as they say, the left coast, depending on which way you're facing. Could be the right coast if you're facing south. All right, let's go. No worries. Yeah, I just didn't want to go over all of it again, but yeah, no worries. We did have a fun time talking about Josh tomorrow and his adventures or future adventures as CEO. Yes, unfortunately, I have a friend who is in the whose husband owns a lot of orange groves. One of the teachers at my school, her husband owns a ton of orange groves, and his family, like his parents, his family, him. It's kind of like a big family business. They are saying they're unfortunately gonna take a big hit. This was devastating to the citrus and fruits and vegetables. Not, crops that you can plant later in the season after the freeze, like those are probably going to be okay. But there may be some disruption to like planting schedules. They got to wait till it is for sure not going to freeze. But like the citrus, obviously, you don't replant citrus trees often because they're expensive, right? So like that's going to be devastating. Also, Southern Hill Farms is another big farm here in Central Florida, very close to Disney. I think we did a vlog there one time. Anyway, they're like a corn maze and stuff. They're awesome. But they think they lost about 35% of their crops. So that is sad. So it is going to make fruit more expensive for sure, because a lot of the Florida citrus is not going to be very good. Is it too cold for shorts? At night, yes. During the day, no. If you're like super cold tolerant, you could probably get away with it at night if you had a nice hoodie for the nighttime. If you're not super cold tolerant, I wouldn't, I don't know. To me, having my legs be cold is not a big deal. So it doesn't bother me as much, but I wore the jeans just because it's a little warmer. Oh, hey, Stacy, that's funny. Anywho. Yeah. I like Coke better than Pepsi. Yeah, so it's a big loss, 35%. And that's just Southern Hill Farms, but still, it might be indicative of some of the other stuff. So definitely a lot of the citrus is going to come from California, Mexico, places south. Probably other places. I'm not sure if they grow it in other places in Central America, but I know they do in Mexico. Lots of frozen iguanas, yeah. Theo with shorts and a hoodie, yeah. It was a little chilly for that this morning, but you know, it's not. Even at 29, it's not as bad. I think it was 20 this morning. It was 29, wind chill 22 or something like that. Where I was. Bend and scoop iguanas. Poor little guys. Of course, Stacy. Of course. They're doing a movie over there at the Riviera. Oh, it's Dalmatians. That's pretty. All right, we're gonna head over to Epcot Resorts. Oh, I can see my breath a little bit. That's funny. We're gonna head over to Epcot Resorts, and I'm gonna probably just be. I'm pretty tired, so I'm gonna be taking the Skyliner back as the fireworks are going off, and hopefully that will. Hopefully that'll be enough of a view. You just know there's a South Florida Instagram for frozen iguanas. Yeah, I know. These streams are so amazing. Almost feels like being there, rather than rain-soaked Ireland. Yeah, sorry. I'm glad you're here. I'm sorry Ireland is rain-soaked. It's that cold rain too. So yeah, we'll do some Skyliner fireworks. All right. Yeah, see these, I don't know what these are called. Those aren't like banana plants, no. I don't know what these are, but they're definitely not in good shape right now. They're a little wilty. A little wilty. They might come back. You never know. Yeah, look at those things. Frost just kills them. Everything gets shocked by it for sure, but up north pretty much everything dies up there other than the evergreens. So it's just that we have a lot of plants here that don't come back. They look sad and beat up. They really do. It looks like they've been through a storm. How were the crowds for Festival of the Arts? I call it that too. It's just not family friendly, but yes, I call it that too sometimes. Guilty. Amazing what one night in the 20s. It was actually 3 nights in the 20s. And a lot of freezing temps. I went to bed late last night, almost close to midnight. It was already 31 at midnight last night, so it was several hours below freezing. So yeah. Banana plants. They are crazy bananas. Yeah, my hostas look like that in October. I bet. This definitely, David, is the most number of days we've had to run the heat in a while. Even Steph was cold last night. So that was kind of funny. She doesn't ever get cold. Luckily, even though we don't need it that much, we do have a heat pump on our air conditioner, which, as you know, you guys know up north, is one of the more efficient ways to heat your house. So it shouldn't cost us too much more this season. We set ours at 67, not because of the meme, but just because it seems to be the most like comfortable. And it seems like with our heat, the way it works, it's actually so warm that like if you go to 68 or 69, it's like too warm when you got a blanket on. So I'd rather just wear the blanket. I'd take a 35 degree morning MK over a 95 degree, absolutely. And actually in the mornings when the sun comes out, it's not bad, even if it's in the 30s. Yeah, we must have had several hours below freezing last night. Because I don't think it got over freezing this morning till like after 7. I think it hit. I see they got heaters going in here. Yeah, see those orangish colored lights? Those are heaters. So that's nice. Yeah, when the sun's out, it's not bad. And Australia just had their all-time hottest day at 120. Wow. Speak for yourself. I'm all about the 90 degrees. Hey, everybody's different. I was going the wrong side of the Skyliner station. I know. That's always hard. We have radiators that are from the early 1900s. They're heavy duty and so toasty. Nice. The dorm that I stayed at when I was in college actually had radiators. Like, is that what those are? Is that what they're called? Like the big metal steam things. Aren't those called radiators? Yeah. Anyway, I had that in college. The problem is they're really hard to control. Uh-oh. Wonder if this has a problem, or they redid it maybe. We set it at 64 overnight, stay toasty under the covers, and get you up and moving fast in the morning. It's true. We've turned ours down to 65 or 66, but we find that if we just keep it at 67 all the time, it's fine. One of the things our air conditioning guy, our HVAC guy told us is that, temperature, if you keep the air higher, you save money. If you keep the heat lower, you save money. Of course, everybody knows that. But like, the one thing that he was telling me was keep the temperature more consistent actually saves money. So he's like, a lot of people think like that if they want their air conditioning at like 70 at night like we do, and you put it up to 78 during the day, a lot of people think they're saving money. He's like, you're really not. Because it takes so much energy to bring it back down to 70 at night that you might as well just keep it more consistent. Maybe turn it up a little bit. Like you said, you turn it up 72, 73 during the day. Even 74, not bad, but like, basically he was just saying the more consistent you keep it, the better it is for the system. A couple degrees here and there is not bad though. We have Central, we have it set to 72. We had the window open when I was at IU a lot of times because it was like so hot all the time. Yeah, I love the Riviera logo, and this is a cool shirt. Entropy, that's right, David. We control it with the globe valve on them, plus it's a house from 1885, so high ceilings. The heat works great. That's cool. How do those work? Are those electric? Is there like an electric boiler that runs that? I never know how that works. Is it like gas or something? As we keep ours consistent, it cools off or heats up the house. It takes more to get it back to the temperature. Yeah, exactly. Yep. That's a cool shirt. I like that. My wife missed you Friday. Wife and I just missed you Friday at Hollywood Studios. We park hopped at Epcot to see Luminous. We got to see Tony Baxter. Oh, yeah. I got to meet Tony at the Retro Magic. He was so nice. He's going to buy a big block of ice and put it in the middle of my apartment. Yeah, sure. What do you think about wasting park days on resort pool days when you pay for tickets already? That's rough. I probably wouldn't waste the whole day at least. But yeah, I mean, if you can, you try to plan it. It's ideal if you can plan it to where maybe you don't pay for a park day when you do like a resort. You could do like a lot of people do like maybe a water park, resort, maybe not in this time of year, but water park, resort, and maybe Disney Springs Day. I think that's a great day. And then you can maybe, if you're buying park tickets by the day, if you don't have a pass, maybe you go ahead and just do that for a day. We have a natural gas boiler that heats the water as it flows through the radiator, so it's hydronic and heating. It used to be oil, but we switched over. Okay, cool. I know we had a boiler when I was in elementary school, so there was actually a boiler room, and that's where the boiler was, right? You know, then a lot of times now they don't even have that stuff anymore. They got some good, like, a lot of this is just like real Riviera merch. That's kind of cool. One of the it says one of the funniest things I ever heard was a dad saying at Riviera, at the front door, can we not spend money between here and the elevator? That is funny. Oh boy, it's hard. Resort exploring days are much fun as the parks, yeah, for sure. Flamingo Crossing is great. We stayed there when our air conditioning was out in one of the resorts there. It was funny staying with all the Disney people and then going to school the next day. I was so mad that night because of how much we had to pay for the air conditioner, but it turns out it was actually a fun memory. The air conditioner part, not so much. That was $14,000, but the other parts were good. Any pros and cons of staying at Riviera? I think mostly it's pros. I mean, obviously it's obviously a deluxe resort. It's not it's DVC mostly, but it's not cheap. But it is. But it is really, really nice, as you can see. I do notice in the DVC resorts they don't waste any space on a grandiose lobby. Like this is a big lobby, but they don't even have an extra floor. You know, they don't even have a giant like atrium or anything. It's all used for rooms and stuff. Can you imagine the Contemporary if there was no giant atrium? I think a downside to Riviera might be the Skyliner. Sometimes at busy times it's hard to get on because it's the middle of the Riviera stop is the middle of the line. So in the mornings it's probably hard to get on. I know they probably save some for people, but I do think that might be a small issue. So but yeah, that's the one thing. I guess I better get on the So that'd be only a negative thing I could think of about this place. It's a good location. It's a nice resort. But yeah, you do have a small issue on the Skyliner because you're not the first pickup. It's kind of like when you're at a bus stop and you're at like the second or third, or especially the third or fourth bus stop at one of like Caribbean Beach or like Old Key West or Port Orleans with multiple bus stops, and you end up like being really late on the line. All right, so let's see. I need to talk about Mickey Travels. I did that already. I need to talk about Resort TV1 Homes. Yeah, go check out Resort TV1 Homes. you want to find your dream home here in Central Florida. Hello. So yeah, definitely check it out. If you're like, hey, even though Florida was a little bit cold, wasn't as cold as where I am right now, and I'd like to move to a warmer climate, definitely. Or if you just want to be close to Disney, even if it's cold sometimes, definitely check it out. It's resorttv1homes.com. Go check it out. Again, that's resorttv1homes.com. We're brokered by eXp Realty. We would love to help you find your dream home here in Central Florida. Again, that's resorttv1homes.com. We have great realtors that work for us and with us. I guess really with us. They partner with us, and eXp takes care of the brokerage, like I said, and they just do an amazing job finding people their homes here. And they'll answer all your questions about like location and what's close to the parks and where the most reasonable, where the traffic is better and where the most reasonable commutes to Disney and all that kind of stuff. Oh, wow. They covered some of these. Some of these look like they probably survived. Riviera was Adam's home. It's a nice one. Huh. These guys just like didn't get covered. Or they just sprung up. They went towards the light. We bought a home in Winter Garden after knowing how much and how many times we came. We had a great experience. Nice. Well, thank you. It sounds like you used Resort TV One Homes. Thank you. If you didn't, that's fine, but it sounds like you did. So thank you. It's one of those things where you get to use the best and it helps the channel a lot. So we appreciate it because we get a percentage of the commission because I am a licensed sales agent. And so even though I'm not the one selling you the house, I get to be a partner in the transaction, and I get to link you up with a great service, and you get the benefit of using the great service, and it's all a win-win-win. Hey, Shannon. Happy Tranquil Tuesday. You can fly, you can fly, you can fly. These mosaics are nice. All right, let's fly to Epcot, speaking of flying. All right. Going to Epcot, we got to go left. Hello. Yep, the mosaics are great. Those are two beautiful tile wall artworks of both Tangled and Peter Pan. Yes. Do you find eXp Realty to be successful? We do. We do. They've been great. It's helped us, especially with YouTube being down. It's helped us quite a bit. So we are very thankful for our partnership with eXp. It's helped us through some really tough times. Stayed at Caribbean Beach near Riviera, and it worked well. Acappella Resort next to the Deluxe, and can take the bus from there and use quick service. Nice. Yeah, it is a nice it's a nice spot. And the cool thing is you can use either station, So that's nice. Epcot, home of maple popcorn and my favorite margaritas and the unaffordable collectible. Yeah, the Spaceship Earth. It's a whole hike around here though to get to Epcot, but it's all right. Walking is good for you. So again, if you are at the Riviera and you need to go to Epcot, you got to come all the way around here. The other one that I just passed is for Hollywood Studios. So here we come around the corner. It even tells you what the operating hours are. There you go. Of the Skyliner, that is. Everything goes till 10:30. 7:30 to 10:30. The only reason Josh doesn't do cartwheels down this sidewalk is because it would upset the gimbal, of course. Okay, let's see. Exit on the right, enter on the left.
For your safety, please remain seated. Supervised children and refrain from smoking.
Yes. Do you mind if I wait for one without the sticker on it? Yeah, I like that one, if nobody's in there. Thank you. How do you get back if it's after 10:30? Excellent question. You take a bus. So after 10:30, they start running buses to get everybody else home, or back to their resort. So that cast member at the loading platform, the lady was great, but there was a guy standing there looking at his phone, and then he just like saw me, and then he just like walked away. And the lady looked at me, and she's like, kind of like, oh, I guess I like whatever. So it was not her fault at all, but it was like weird. He just like walked away. I was like, okay, bye.
Welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner at Disney's Riviera Resort. If you're just joining us, we are on our way to Epcot. Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the most magical flight on Earth.
Yes, lots of reflections of Josh here. There's no way around it because I am brighter than what's outside because of all the light in here. Although, we can go over here and get a good view of Epcot. Let me scoot down here and let's turn down the brightness a little bit. There we go. And if I just step back a little bit, you're not just seeing only me.
We are now traveling along Buena Vista Drive. This roadway and the city of Lake Buena Vista were established in 1969 when Walt Disney World Resort was first being developed. They are both named after Buena Vista Street in Burbank, California, where the Walt Disney Company headquarters are still located today. Pack your passports. We are on our way to Epcot International Gateway. When we arrive, remember to use your My Disney Experience mobile app to review your worldly itinerary for the day.
That car wash down there is all like a party. It's like a party going on in the car wash down there. Sorry, I snorted. It is quiet, Robert, until I start being weird and talking. Oh, and we stopped.
Gentlemen, the Disney Skyliner has been temporarily delayed. Please remain seated. We will resume this flight as soon as possible. Thank you for your patience.
I sound like the beatbox guy, not anywhere near, but Michael was amazing. It'd be fun to learn a little beatboxing, but I don't have those skills right now. But it would be cool to learn. It's definitely a fun performance style. Don't mind me, just hanging around. Oh, now we're moving. There we go. Moving and grooving.
Ladies and gentlemen, in just a few moments, we will be taking a scenic spin around the Skyliner turn
Ooh,
station.
we're going pretty fast
Please
now.
remain seated. This station was designed for turning only.
David says I can do the breathing stuff right after following you at warp speed. Yeah. Yeah, there's a speedway. That's Buena Vista Drive over there. And yes, that's the best gas station you've ever streamed. Hey, Ginger. Yeah, we're hanging in there. We don't have a choice. It's better than the alternative. I have a real fear of getting stuck on the Skyliner. I get that. I can't say that. I can't say that I have a fear of it, but it would make me uncomfortable. The worst thing would be having to go to the bathroom. But apparently, there are supplies for that in there. So, if necessary. I mean, you never know. We gotta stop again? Yeah, static going on. You hear it? Somebody tuned the radio station in. It's like Poltergeist, man. Isn't that the one where they have the... Is it Poltergeist or is it... which one is it where they have the static that they use? They're here. Which one is that? It's creepy. At least if you got stuck here, you'd have a little platform to get off on. It's a full moon. It is Poltergeist. Okay, cool. I almost thought of The Exorcist, but I think I got it right
Coming
this
into
time.
view is Disney's Boardwalk Inn and Disney's Boardwalk Villas. From elegant dining and magical lounges to lively entertainment just off the shores of Crescent Lake, this charming seaside resort relives the golden era of Atlantic beach towns and turn-of-the-century amusement parks.
Crazy story if you look into all the movies and what happened to the actors. Oh, really? Crazy. Steven wants an African djembe. Djembes are great. I like djembes. In Africa, drums are sacred. They're a very spiritual part of the culture.
If you are planning to visit World Showcase today, now might be a good time to practice your hola,
Hello.
ni haos, and konnichiwas. When you arrive at each nation's pavilion, cultural hosts will be waiting to greet you in their native language, helping make your visit to Epcot a truly international exchange.
My kids walked just ahead of you at Riviera. They couldn't wait to get to Epcot to watch the show. Tell them look for you. Oh, that's awesome. I don't think I'm going into Epcot though. I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna walk around the Epcot Resorts though.
We are now
Maybe we'll see
arriving
them.
at Epcot. To all who come to this place of joy, hope, and friendship, welcome.
Oh, they got the torches on. That'll warm it up.
Please remain seated until the doors automatically open. When exiting the cabin, please supervise children, collect your belongings, and watch your step. Thank you for flying with us.
Por favor, permanezcan sentados hasta que las puertas se abran automáticamente. Al salir de la cabina, por favor, cuide a sus pequeñitos, reúna sus pertenencias y observe sus pasos. Gracias por volar con nosotros.
Walk, please. Walk step.
Ginger says, I didn't practice my olas and nihaos. Am I going to be okay? I think you'll be all right. You just, technically you just practiced them. At least typing. I don't know. You could have said it out loud. I wasn't there.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh.
the Disney Skyliner has been temporarily delayed. We will resume your journey as soon as possible.
I got lucky on that one. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't planning on going into Epcot. There's not really much I could do for 30 minutes, so I may just go look over here at the Beach Club for a minute and then come back. If that's all right. It would be fun to watch the fireworks while heading in Epcot. Yeah, I've done that a couple times. I'm actually going to try and time it to where I watch the fireworks when I'm heading out of Epcot, so we'll see how that works. Oh wow, the whole fleur-de-lis here is covered. They must have had to buy a ton of plant covers. I mean, I'm guessing they already had them, but maybe not. I don't know anything. Oh, I got done with my konnichiwas. Oh, Bahama Breeze is closing. We have one close to here. That's too bad. Right now the temperature is 48. Feels like 47. Yeah, plant covers must be a lot cheaper than replacing the flower. Well, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of like physical labor. It's the biggest cost. I mean, the flowers are expensive too, but a lot of the cost is the labor to do it, because it's not easy to plant. Especially, it's not like they're just planting it. Like they're actually like really working. You know, it's a lot of like detail work. It's a nice spot. The opening ceremony of the Winter Olympics is this Friday. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, we canceled Peacock, so we won't be seeing that. Oh, actually, our Peacock stays active until like February 19th or something. Yeah, Disney does have a bunch of greenhouses. That's true. But they still have to pay for the seeds and the labor to, you know, cultivate them, plant them, all that stuff. So nothing's free, of course, but probably cheaper than buying it at the store, like, you know, as a fully grown plant. Buying seeds is always cheaper than buying the fully grown plants, because, well, you know, because it takes time to grow plants. But yes, again, I think the labor of pulling out the old dead plants and putting in the new ones is the big expense. Okay, but they'll do it. Now that Liam has the super cold weather experience, he's all set for visiting NYC for the holidays and skating at Rockefeller Center. Absolutely. He didn't mind it after the first time. The first time, you know, was kind of upsetting, because obviously it's like, it's a shock to the system. But then after you're ready for it, it's not too bad. It's not what I'd call comfortable, but like, again, here we are at 48, and I probably would have been complaining by now, and I'm just like, whatever. I mean, 48's not, objectively not cold, but if my house was 48, I probably wouldn't like it. But walking around outside, no big deal. If the wind was blowing, I'd probably be less comfortable, but it's fine. No, I haven't seen any frozen iguanas. We don't have a lot of iguanas around Orlando. I'm summarizing the Land Pavilion's boat ride. True. We're going to go to Beach Club, I think, though. 48's balmy, I know. Like I said, David, it was 37 when I landed Sunday night, and I thought it was warm. Here goes the fireworks cruisers. Well, that would have been cold the last few nights. Not tonight as much, but last night it was in the 30s at this time. My kids are on the couch in the airplane flying down to Florida while we'll be moving. They refuse to go out and play in the snow, thankfully. Kind of like getting off the plane in Orlando in July. People always say, guys, rightfully so, that like happy birthday, happy anniversary. Oh no, I hope all the Pascals didn't freeze. People always say, literally rightfully so, that the Orlando airport parking garage is the most humid place in the entire world. That's a shock to the system too. When you get in the airport and if you go to the parking garage to get a rental car, or even if you're getting picked up or if you've got your car there, literally, actually insane. It feels so humid. That's funny, cardboard box. Yeah, I think they shut down the Tiana ride. They shut down Tiana when it was below freezing, I believe. Low was only 9 overnight. Kitchen sink sure is tempting. Yeah. But yeah, it is insane when you get hit with that humidity in July, especially if you come from a colder climate and you get out and it's July and you like walk out in the airport parking garage, you're like, oh, what happened? Yes, I did talk about the new Disney CEO. It's pretty cool. We all thought we were smart cutting the cable cord. Now we pay for so many streaming channels. I know, right? The thing is, though, I think the thing that these cable channels are going to have to figure out now is that we're accustomed to watching whatever we want, whenever we want now because of streaming. So I think the problem is going to be even say, because streaming's so expensive now, even if it really was cheaper to go back to cable, they're going to have to bundle the stream, and a lot of them do. They're going to have to bundle the streaming services with it. Like if you have the Disney Channel, then you get Disney Plus. If you have, ESPN Sports, then you get on your cable, then you get the ESPN app. And a lot of them do that. But because people are accustomed to getting what they want when they want. Obviously, sporting events are always going to be live first. That's the nature of the beast. But like just regular TV shows, people are like, why do I have to wait for that? July humidity is like being wrapped in a moisture cast. Yeah, for sure. I think I would have to be worried about the moon landing on Earth if I saw a video of Resort TV 1 in snow. I mean, I was just in the snow a couple days ago. So you might have to worry about it, I guess. I took videos of it. It was fun. I wish the snow had been a little bit softer because obviously it's way more fun to play when it's softer. I'm like a big kid. I still like playing in the snow. Heck, I'd go up north and again, I'm not saying I like the cold, but I'd go up north and build a snowman. I'd have a blast. Liam and I could do an actual snowball fight. I told him this trip not to throw the snowballs because they were really not snowballs. They were ice chunks. And throwing ice chunks isn't nice. It's just painful. Kind of miss just browsing the channels. I feel that. I was watching a program talking about how growing up in the 70s, how everyone used to schedule their evenings around certain TV shows. Yeah, exactly. No, people did that, for sure. I got to be home by such and such because the thing is on. And I mean, yeah, in the 80s, VCRs came around and you could actually tape a show. And then after that, DVRs made it even easier because you didn't have to you didn't have to worry about it as much. You weren't buying videotapes all the time. Could build an Olaf, exactly. I don't know. I don't have very much time to be in here. Uh-oh. Little Mermaid, the end. Insignificant fools. TV guide was essential. We used the one in the paper. We didn't ever have the TV guide. Oh, this is the part where Eric gets on the ship and he says, "Not today, Ursula, not today." I gotta watch the end. I can't show it to you guys, but I gotta watch the end. I'll cut it out if I need to. Oh, here he goes. He's gonna get her. He's gonna get her. Nailed it. Got her. I'm telling you, man, Disney movies used to be violent. Like he took that ship all the way through her. I like it though, because bad guy death. Steph and I was talking about that. Bad guy beatdowns or bad guy death, Sometimes it's just satisfying. Not today, Ursula. You can still Google something. Nobody TiVos. No. We had a TiVo until we moved. Actually, we had it even through when we moved over here closer to Orlando. And we had a little cable card from the cable company. I remember having to look in the local newspaper to see when things were on. Yeah, especially around Christmas to see when the Christmas specials would be on. Part of it was maybe uneasy. Yeah, it is. But I think it's important. It's essential because Ursula was so evil. There was no way she was gonna be like, you're right. You're right. I win, or you win. I give up. Like, she was never gonna do that. It had to be a giant battle. Yeah, TiVo was great actually. It was way better interface than the cable company thing. The cable company boxes, they just had really slow interface. The processors weren't powerful enough, so they were really annoying to use a lot of times. All right. That's right, poor unfortunate souls. I don't have very much time in here because I got to go back out and get ready for fireworks, but it has been fun. Team Ursula. That's all right, Dapper Canuck. Everybody can have their favorites. I will say though, you're on the losing team. She just lost. Like, I just watched it. I can verify. Got a fuel rod station here, right by the ATM. See, you can get your cash out and then get your fuel rod. I'm just kidding. You don't actually have to do that. The fuel rod takes debit cards. Okay, $5 from JL. Everything's on streaming now. Disney Plus. You can't go hunting for the Blu-rays like in 2013. No, even Best Buy stopped carrying them, I think. So yeah. Although the nice thing about having Blu-rays and DVDs is that you own it. So, I mean, you own that copy, right? I understand the logistics if you're just buying a license, blah, 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 blah. But the point is, you own it. You own it that you can watch it anytime you want, and they can't take it away from you. So that's nice. It's just not as convenient. I love the resort-specific merch.
Charlie, do you like the shirt?
It's really good.
And Daisy does. Bobby.
Tapper connects us until the next movie. Wait, there's the next movie? All right, here, let's go see the thing. Excuse me. Let's go see the trivia here. Yeah, I can try. We'll see. I've got the live stream going. We'll see if they can do it too. Okay, but I won't let them help me. All right, so let's see. Number 1, Nana.
Yeah.
Number 3, Faith, Trust, and a Little Pixie Dust. I think that's right.
Yeah.
If you're done with 3 things, I know it's the Happy Thoughts and the Pixie Dust, but yeah. Okay. Wendy's brothers are John and Michael. What is the name of the island? Well, Neverland. Captain Hook's ship. Ooh. Jolly Roger. Okay. How many misfits make up the Lost Boys, and what animal do they dress up as? Oh. Yep, I don't know that one. I think there's 3. No, not 3. Yep, I don't know. I can visualize it, but I don't know. So I'll have to look that up. But anyway, cool. I got almost all of them. Very cool. All right, here we go. Let's see if the live stream people know. All right, let me know. Don't look it up, though. No Googling. No Googling. Hi.
Are you Resort TV?
Yes.
I recognized your laugh.
Oh, that's awesome.
You walked right by us in the lobby.
How fun.
I was like, wait a minute. And then I saw the
The
gimbal.
gimbal, yep.
Yeah. That's so cool. Oh my gosh.
What are your names, guys?
Rebecca and Mike.
Oh, watch out behind you. Rebecca and Michael, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
We were just trying to do the quiz over there, and I couldn't remember that the question was, how many Lost Boys are there, and what animals did they dress up as? I got them all but that one. I was like, that's tough. I know there are Lost Boys, and I can visualize them, but skunk, donkey, and something. Skunk, bear, okay. We're seeing it at the live stream, people know.
The twins? Do the twins do the same animal or different animal?
Oh, I don't know. Are there Lost Boy twins?
I think there are two that are either twins or brothers.
Okay. I thought there was a raccoon, maybe. No, that's Davy Crockett.
That might be the skunk.
Maybe the skunk. Okay. Do you guys want to say hi on the live stream?
Yeah, sure. Hi, everyone.
Where are you guys from again?
Long Island, New York.
Long Island.
And
I was-
also New Jersey.
I was just there.
Really?
Over the weekend, I went to, there was an Acappella competition and fundraiser called SingStrong at Adelphi University.
Oh my gosh.
So,
I didn't know.
So I stayed in Westbury, and then that's, of course, in Garden City. I don't know the area very well, but I flew in. It was quick. Went Friday and flew into JFK. Learned that you're not supposed to take a taxi anywhere because that was $130.
Yep.
But they said that there was construction. I thought, oh, maybe the cab's easier. It's right at the parking garage. No. Next time I'll take the train out to the whatever. But so I took the lift back and it was $38, and I was like, thumbs up.
Yeah. So the concert was good?
Concert was amazing. Yeah, they one of my friends is in charge of it, the whole thing. They used to live in New York, and so he still runs this thing. It's for Alzheimer's research. That's what they fundraise for.
Keep an eye out for that kind of stuff more than.
I'm gonna promote it more too, because I didn't really know much about it until he was like, "Hey, you got to come see this." So Liam and I went up there. He saw snow for the first time, and we got to see a bunch of acapella, and I even got to sing. So I've never sung acapella, but they're like, "Here, learn this stuff." And we rehearsed for 3 hours, and we went on the stage.
Awesome.
That's pretty cool.
All right. Well, then
Nice.
if there's another one that you join at some point, maybe we, we could come watch your concert.
Absolutely. That's what I'm going to tell people. Like, hey, also, if you're in the New York, Long Island, New Jersey area, like, it'd be a cool little meetup, too. Like, hey, come support Alzheimer's research and also, like, come say hi. Little meetup, yeah.
Well, it's like, I've watched so many of your live streams and had seen people come say hi and be like, one day, this is like a dream come true.
I love that.
So
Oh, my gosh.
All right.
Well, super nice to meet you guys.
Really nice meeting you.
All
All right, enjoy your evening. Enjoy
yeah,
your
for sure.
evening.
Yes. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it.
Have a good one.
Have a good night. Stay warm. Oh, look at the Lady and the Tramp thing. That's cool. Classy. Okay, did we ever figure out who the Lost Boys are? Man, bear, and pig. Slidey is fox, Cubby is bear, Nibs is rabbit, Toodles is skunk, and the twin boys are raccoons. 7. So 7 then. Okay, cool. All right. Well, that's pretty cool. That's awesome, cardboard box. All right, let's go head back to the Skyliner. We're gonna watch the fireworks as we fly. Sorry, I didn't get very far into the shop, but it was nice to meet some people and to show a few of the shirts and merch and things. So that was cool. Bye. Here, speaking of snow, I don't think Liam would mind me showing you this. Before we left, he goes, I want to lay in the snow. I was like, okay, but the snow's too hard for a snow angel. He's like, that's fine. I just want to lay in it. I was like, that's fine, too. I get why you would want to do that. So, here's Liam laying in the snow. Isn't that fun? Let's see if I can. Here we go. Just to prove that we were there. It's pretty cool. I had my heavy jacket on, and it still wasn't enough, but it's fine. I think it was about 15 when we took that picture. Wind chill below 0. Yep, looks a little different here. I don't know what we'd do if we ever had snow. It'd be, actually, I would love it. Like, it would kill everything. That would be the downside, but I would love seeing it. Great photo, thanks. I enjoyed it. There are no photos of me, so I really wasn't there. Wait, we didn't take, David, how did we not take any pictures of you? How did we not take a selfie? How did we not take a picture of you and me and Liam and your family? Well, we got to do it when you come down here then. It's so funny. We were like together for almost a whole day and we didn't take any pictures. Weird. Florida's legally not allowed to have snow. That's not true. Pensacola and their 10 inches of snow beg to differ. Who wants pictures of me? Well, we do. We want to remember the moment. What a great opportunity for time with Liam. Oh, it was amazing. You know what? One of the highlights of the trip for him, and this is kind of funny. We got to the hotel. Liam was kind of in cold shock because he was like, "Oh my gosh, what is this? And where did you bring me?" You know, and he was okay. We got back to the hotel and it was warm there, but he goes, I was in shock about the cab bill. Still, I was like, I don't care about cold. I just paid $130 for a cab. That's what I was upset about. But I mean, like I said, it was worth it. I'm just complaining. But we were hungry. And the hotel restaurant was shut down because it was like the middle of the afternoon. You know, they close from like most hotels, they close from like 2 to 5 or something. So, because they don't have enough business to stay open, I'm sure. So like we couldn't eat at the hotel because I didn't want to go anywhere. It was too cold to walk anywhere. And the closest restaurants were a few blocks away because, you know, again, you're not in Manhattan, you're in Long Island where things are a little more spread out. And I looked and it was going to be like a 15-minute, there was a McDonald's, but there was going to be like a 15-minute walk. And I'm like, man, that's not going to work well for Liam and I. Even me, I'm like, I don't want to walk 15 minutes outside in that below zero wind chill. So I downloaded DoorDash for the first time. I don't use that kind of stuff. I guess I'm old school, but I downloaded it and I was like, let's see, McDonald's. Yep, that's way too expensive, but I'm going to do it anyway. So I grabbed Liam a Happy Meal. Did you guys know they have Transformer Happy Meals at McDonald's now? It's actually, they're called changeables, but like super cool. Thanks, June. Though the hotel we stayed at was I don't mind. It's going to be the same one for next year too. Courtyard Marriott in Westbury, New York on Long Island. Yeah, that's where we stayed. So, I mean, it's on the website for SingStrong, so it's not a secret, but that's their main hotel. Either way, so I got DoorDash McDonald's. We got a Happy Meal for Liam with the little changeable Transformer toy in it, which he loved. He played with it the entire trip, like entire time. He showed to everybody. Every new like person we'd meet, he's so cute. We'd meet like singers, you know, like the Acappella singers. They were also gracious about going out in the lobby afterwards. And if I saw them and they weren't busy, I would say hi and enjoy your, like I always like to support fellow musicians. Be like, hi, you guys were awesome, enjoyed your show, you know, and make it. And then, but not just that, I always like if I meet a musician, I know as a musician, it's nice to get a specific comment, not just you guys were awesome, enjoyed your show. I'll say like, oh, I really loved when you did, you know, the part where you sang in, you know, the part where the three female, you know, three female vocalists sang super fast runs together in harmony, or, you know, whatever, like David was talking about the high school. Like, I'd like to be specific. Anyway, while I'm talking to him and Liam was saying hi, he showed him his robot, his little transformer, and they thought it was awesome, you know. And it's just, I don't know, I just love that. I know he's in bed now, but I just love that he's still a kid. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's growing up, but he's still got those fun kid moments where he's like, hey, look at my toy. And I'm like, I love that. Like, yeah, buddy, enjoy, show everybody your toy. That's part of the fun of being a kid, man. So yes, it was totally worth the splurge to get that Transformer toy. And then Steph got him another one on the way home today because he had a really good day at school. But I mean, they're not going to be there forever. So I remember when McDonald's used to have the little Fry Transformer toys and stuff. So anyway, I didn't fangirl out. Not really, but yeah, love the modulation. That's nice. They're more than meets the eye. That's right. All right, so I am going to wait just a minute, and then I'm going to wait just a minute, and then I'm going to get on the Skyliner because I want it to be in the main part of the show. Robots in disguise. That's right. Never grow up. That's right. Westbury isn't too far away. You should stream on Long Island. Yeah, I didn't have time for any of that. I was enjoying the whole festival. I was supporting our friends. I don't know. It was just such a great time. And it was so good. Again, it was so great. I've made such good friends with these people that run the show, and Liam is best friends with their son. And I don't know. It's amazing to have great people and just to support them and cool cause that they do. That's obviously near and dear to our hearts because of Mom with her Alzheimer's, and they have a family member that has it as well. And so it's something that's very important to all of us. I want hamburger and Mayor McCheese. You're eating McDonald's now? That's awesome, Mr. Master. Hopefully never stop. Always have, share, show toys. Whatever that is. Absolutely. I think it's important because adults want to do that too, right? That's why adults get out their phone and show a cool picture. That is the adult version of showing a toy. We all like to show stuff to each other. And I think the hardest part is sometimes... I heard somebody say something at the festival. This is Deep Thoughts with Josh. Okay, here we go. So I heard somebody say something at the festival that I really loved. It was one of the other adults there was talking to one of the kids, and the kid, the little girl was showing her something or whatever on the iPad, something on the iPad, a video, and she's like, "Oh, I love this show, I love this thing," or whatever, and she literally says to the little girl, she's like, "Wow," and she's like, "That looks so neat for you." She's like, how'd she say it? She's like, "You know what? I don't think that looks like that's for me, but I am so happy that you like it and that you enjoy that." I can't remember. She said it better than that. "I'm so happy that brings you joy," I think is what she said. And I thought, what a cool way to say it. Like, you can appreciate something that brings somebody else joy while knowing that that's not something that you personally like. Welcome. Anyway, I just thought that was really cool. $5, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It's on Disney Plus. Nice. Welcome. When a child hands a toy phone to you, answer it. Yes, for sure. How cool is that from here? Right around the moon and the Skyliner? That was pretty neat. All right, let's go. That's a cool shot with the moon there. Deep Thoughts with Josh Handy. I know, I remember Jack Handy on Saturday Night Live. My favorite one of that was, "It takes a big man to cry and an even bigger man to laugh at that man." Not quite as deep, but still meaningful.
I was like, I want to start going. I already did. This one might be next.
That was great, wasn't it? All right, we're going to get a better view here in the Skyliner in just like 1 to 2 minutes. Resort Budgeting says that's no moon. Yeah, this time it is, though. No Death Stars here. Hey, Candace.
Thank you. Para su seguridad, por favor, permanezcan sentados, supervisen a sus niños y absténganse de fumar en la cabina. Gracias.
Yep, Mr. Master, we did enjoy the snow. It was great. The cold, not so much, but the snow we enjoyed. We just wish it would have been softer. Next time, can you make the snow softer for us? I'm just kidding. It was just too cold to be soft.
For your safety, please remain seated, supervise children, and refrain from smoking in the cabins. Thank you.
Yes, we could get stopped on the Skyliner. Oh, there you go. Look at that.
Permanezcan sentados, supervisen a sus niños y absténganse de fumar en la cabina. Gracias.
one? I'll go over here. Oh, you work at Jamaica Station? That's cool, Mr. Master.
Welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner at Epcot International Gateway. We're flying to Disney's Riviera Resort with a final stop at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. We hope you enjoyed your visit to Epcot and World Showcase. Did you learn how to say hello in a different language today? Soon we'll be flying past Disney's Boardwalk Inn and Disney's Boardwalk Villas. This charming lakeside resort offers magical lounges, enchanting restaurants, and live entertainment on the boardwalk every evening. We are now approaching the Skyliner turn station. While this special station was designed just for turning, other Skyliner stations were designed to complement their unique environments. From the glamour of Disney's Hollywood studios to the laid-back islands of Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Disney Skyliner has been temporarily delayed. Please remain seated. We will resume the flight as soon as possible. Thank you for your patience.
We can just sit here and watch the fireworks. Yeah, we should be able to see magic because we. Oh yeah, it's right there.
We hope you are enjoying your journey on the most magical flight on Earth. We are now traveling along Buena Vista Drive.
Take this off the gimbal so you guys can actually see.
Oh, don't worry about that. We're good.
Oh no,
sorry.
the live stream people. I've got like 2,000 people watching a live stream.
Oh, wow.
The reflection on the glass is horrible though. It's like I can't.
Sure.
All I see is myself. I'm like.
Sure.
2,000?
Yeah, we've been doing it for a while. Not every night, just a few nights a week.
Sure.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's fun. It's one of the only places where you can see both fireworks at the same time.
Right, that's crazy.
Are you from here then?
Yeah, I'm from here. I'm actually a teacher. That's my normal daytime job, but this is kind of fun.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Where are you guys from?
North Dakota.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely way colder up there.
Yes.
In just a few moments, we will be arriving at Disney's Riviera Resort, a Disney vacation club. As one of the most picturesque vacation destinations in the world, the European Riviera has fascinated and inspired many great artists over the centuries, including Walt Disney himself.
What do you stream on?
YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm from Indiana, so I know what cold is. Not as cold as North Dakota, but it's pretty cold up there.
Sure.
And just got back from this weekend. We went to New York to visit some friends and see an Acappella competition. So I hadn't been up in the north in the cold since 2013, and it was -5 wind chill up there. I was like, yeah, that's okay. It took me a couple days, but I got used to it again.
Right.
My son, although was born in Florida, he's 9, and he was born in Florida. And the first time it hit him, he was pretty shocked, oh, that sucks. I'm like, yeah, it does. That's no way around it. Oh, we're lagging. Hold on.
Welcome to Disney's Riviera Resort. If you are traveling to Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort, Disney's Hollywood Studios, Disney's Pop Century Resort, or Disney's Art of Animation Resort, please remain on board.
What do you teach?
I teach music.
Okay.
So I used to teach band and stuff, but now I do guitar and piano and whatnot. So
Please remain seated until the doors automatically open. When exiting the cabin, please supervise children, collect your belongings, and watch your step. Thank you for flying with us.
Por favor, permanezcan sentados hasta que las puertas se abran automáticamente. Al salir de la cabina, por favor, cuide a sus pequeñitos, reúna sus pertenencias y observe sus pasos. Gracias por volar con nosotros.
hold on, guys. I'm putting you in the gimbal. There we go. All right. Can't really see it from here.
Did you just think of it one day?
What, the live streaming?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a channel for a while, and I used to just show tours of the hotels, and I would show the TV that used to play in the resorts and stuff like that. And then I don't know, one day I saw an article. It's oh, you can live stream on your phone now on YouTube, and I was I had the Disney Channel. It just didn't have that many subscribers, maybe a couple thousand at the most.
Sure.
And it was I bet people would like to see a live stream of the parks. And so the very first time I went live in Magic Kingdom, I ended up with 30 or 40,000 views and 1,000 people watching at the same time. And I was okay, that was cool, So I kind of figured that was people actually wanted to see it. So yeah, so it was just a random idea and it worked. So we've been doing. My sister does the channel with me too. She's just not here tonight, but it would basically, I don't know, we've been doing it for like 8 years, I think, live streaming. So we were the first to do it on YouTube at Disney, so that's kind of cool.
That is very cool.
It's just a random idea. So
Now it's growing bigger than back.
yeah, we're at 200,000 subscribers now.
Wow.
So it's pretty cool, and it's a lot of fun because we keep it the chat family friendly, and like we don't talk about politics or anything. We just keep it real, like a place to like just escape from reality for a little while.
Welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner at Disney's Riviera Resort, a Disney vacation club. If you are just joining us, we are on our way to Disney's Caribbean
that's a
Beach
cool
Resort
shot.
with connecting
You can
flights
kinda see
to
the fireworks
Disney's
behind
Hollywood
you.
Studios, Disney's Pop Century Resort, and Disney's Art of Animation Resort.
I think we're about to see the
Bon
end.
voyage to the Mediterranean. We are about to go island hopping at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. We are now sailing over Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort, where every day feels like a Junkanoo celebration. In just a few moments, we will be landing at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort.
If you need to go over here, you can.
Oh, I don't know. Can you see it better over there? Oh, you're fine. You're totally fine.
Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort.
Sorta.
All passengers
Yeah,
must
thanks.
disembark or transfer at this station. Thank you. We hope you enjoyed the most
The glass on these things makes it really hard to see too well.
Please remain seated until the doors automatically open.
Probably got it down, but you know exactly what time to get on the train.
Yep. Yeah, I've done it a few times. It just depends on like luck of the draw though. Sometimes like we did this time, we'll stop a little bit and that makes it even better. So
So if we did this again tomorrow, what time did we get on? Was it like 9:02?
like 9:02, 9:03, yeah. Oh, you guys have a good evening.
You too.
What's the name of your channel?
Resort TV 1. Yeah. I think that was the end of it. How cool. We almost saw, I thought we were going to see the end of it. We almost did, but then we landed right before the end. Still cool. I'll take it. All right. Let's get airborne. We might see the end of the Magic Kingdom ones. Airborne, like not really, but you know, close enough. Is it cold in the Skyliner? Actually, it wasn't bad. I mean, it's not that cold right now, but like, I didn't ride it when it was 30, so you know, the windows were mostly closed. What is it right now? 46? Yeah, 46. Feels like 47, so it's not that bad right now. Can I wait till the clear one? Is that okay? Thank you.
For your safety, please remain seated. Supervised children and their parents will be in charge.
All right. When I jump from the first helicopter to the second. I miss that. I do my own stunts, I guess. All right, guys. Yep, we're going to wrap up our Hollywood Studios. It's closed, of course, so we can't go in there, but this was mostly, as the title says, this was mostly meant to be a resort stream, so that's kind of cool. there's a spaceship Earth. I think happily ever after is
Ladies,
over.
gentlemen, and islanders of all ages, welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. We're flying to Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Yep. And that's what I do on these streams. I park at studios. It makes it really easy to get around. It's been a
Throughout
great,
his
peaceful
life
night.
and
Nice.
career, Walt Disney had a passion for animals and the natural world. Today, we are traveling through one of the many protected wetlands here at Walt Disney World Resort. If you're lucky, you might spot some of the happiest wildlife on Earth.
Oh, there. If I turn the screen brightness down, my face isn't so bright. Oh, that's way better. I feel like I need to tell a ghost story the other way. Like, you can still kind of see me, but it's not nearly as bad. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Mr. Master. And yeah, I'm glad everybody enjoyed it. It's been a really fun stream. I agree. I have also had fun. So thanks for watching. And Jacqueline's like, "Mwah." Yeah, exactly. The ghost stories.
In just a few minutes, we will be arriving at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Whether you plan to visit a galactic outpost or play with all of Andy's toys, at Disney's Hollywood Studios, everyone can become the stars of their favorite cinematic stories.
Parking lot's pretty empty out here. Let's see if I can see my car. Actually, I think it's like right over there. I am parked in this back lot over here. So. Oh yeah, there it is. I see it. Well, it's still there. That's good. I don't know. I mean, I hope nobody gets a car stolen at Disney, but anything's possible, I guess. Always lock your car.
Before you walk the red carpet, remember to double-check your star-studded itinerary using your My Disney Experience mobile app.
Yeah, with the windows closed up here, it's not too bad. There's like a little bit of a breeze, but it's not. Oh, actually, these windows are open. It's a little bit of a breeze, but it's honestly not terrible.
Ladies, gentlemen, and members of the Academy, welcome to Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Thank you, enjoyed it. Thank you, so did I.
Please remain seated until the doors automatically open. When exiting the cabin,
Sorry, I should have said on the other side.
children,
I don't want to get up.
collect your belongings and
I'll
watch
remain
your step.
seated.
Thank you for flying with us.
Por favor, permanezcan sentados hasta que las puertas se abran automáticamente. Al salir de la cabina, por favor, cuide a sus pequeñitos, reúna sus pertenencias y observe
Got a
sus
Stitch over
pasos.
there.
Gracias por volar con nosotros.
Thank you. So yeah, I did see the boulder hit the cast member, but he's okay. I saw the video. He was in some news articles, and so yeah, he was okay. So that's good. That's the main thing. And he was, he was a hero. He saved all the other guests from getting hurt by the boulder. So nobody, obviously it would have been better if it hit nobody, but he was very selfless in making sure that it didn't hit any guests. No, I'm not thinking about being a cast member. I will let the cast members, the professionals, do that. But yes, he was very brave. And I know a lot of the people that were sitting in those first couple rows are very thankful that he was so brave. Yeah, see, all the plants look a little peaky, as they would say. They're definitely, I think those are dead. They're definitely going to need to redo a lot of their plant life, but it'll take a few days to see what's going to, actually it'll take a few weeks and some warm days and some, the springtime to see what's going to come back and what won't. So anyway, I hope everybody has a great night. I do want to finish talking about our awesome sponsors. Let's see. Let's talk about David. We talked about Mickey Travels and Resort TV One Homes. Let's talk about David's DVC Rentals. If you want to rent a DVC room for a fraction of the cost, just check out David's DVC Rentals at dvcrequest.com/TV. It's dvcrequest.com/TV. Go check them out for all of your DVC rental needs, and you can check out DVC without even buying it. Just go check out David's DVC Rentals at dvcrequest.com/TV. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to send you over to the 24/7 channel, and you can hang out over there for a little while. We have 24/7 channel of walking around the parks and resorts and all kinds of things, so definitely go check that out. So that is Resort TV 24/7. Also go check out Retro TV One Tech, and go check out Jenna's channel, Adventures of Jen and Dale. Let's see, we also have a couple more sponsors. We have Behind the Ride on Amazon and Disney Demystified on Amazon. 2 books by David Mumpower. Disney Demystified now has an audiobook you can listen to, so go check that out. Just search for Disney Demystified on Amazon or Behind the Ride on Amazon. Go check both of those things out. Also, I'm trying to think what the next thing. Also, we have Layer 1 Technology. Go check that out. Support at layer1technology.com. Again, support at layer1technology.com if you want IT support for your small or medium business. That's if you want any kind of IT support for your small or medium business, go check out Layer 1 Technology at support at layer1technology.com. They only do business, but still, if you do have a business that needs IT support, network, they can do network building, they can do infrastructure maintenance, they can do all kinds of stuff. You just go check that out, send them an email, and they'll take care of you if you're a business. Also, we have Dream Table. If you want to get the hardest to find reservations at Walt Disney World or any Disney park, go check out Dream Table on the App Store. Just go to the iOS. It does not on Android, unfortunately, right now, but just go to the App Store and search for Dream Table. It comes right up. It also is on, there's a website too, dreamtable.co, but it allows you to find these restaurants, and you can just put in what date you want, how many people, what time frame, and it'll just keep searching over and over again until it finds it. It notifies you, and then you can go make the reservation. So you don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, I didn't want that, and it booked 5 reservations. No, it doesn't do that. It just tells you when there's one open, and then you have to go book it. So, but it's pretty cool. So go check it out. Dream Table on the App Store. That's all. That's it. We're done. Thanks, everybody. You're the best. Also, we have Platinum members on YouTube. These are people that support us with... here we go. These are people that support us with $50 a month on YouTube, and that is super, super appreciated. So go check them out. Hold on just a second. We got JL, $5. You know, Ted is getting a season 2 on Peacock show about the teddy bear. That's pretty cool, JL. Thank you for that. So we have Platinum members that support us with $50 a month on YouTube. That's Total Care Tom, Amy Moore, Big Guy 1, Tiffany Mertz, Go Mini, Diane 515, Jack Sparrow, Sorcerer Mickey, William Lively, My Crazy Grown Up Life, Chuck Polly, Amazing Jalen Moxley, Sikander Durrani, Will Miller, Christopher Black, James Hahn, Ali Verismo, and Alan J. And we also have, we want to thank all of our members. We have our bronze, our silver, our gold, and our platinum. We appreciate all of you so very much. And Patreon members. Thank you, Patreon members. We have $1 members all the way up to $5, $10, and even more. So thank you to all of our Patreon members. Thank you to all of our moppers for moderating and keeping the stream family friendly. Thank you to all of our hoppers for hopping and keeping everything, keeping everything so wonderful on the stream. It's been a great night, and I am happy that we'll see you on Friday. So Jen and I will be back together again. So we'll be, I don't know where we'll be at, but stay tuned. There'll be a Friday night live stream announcement, and it'll be great. This is Big Al in the chat used to call this my Fonzie jacket. No, that's Big Al. Just kidding. Anyway, Fonzie, yeah. All right, everybody. We'll see you next time. Jenna might be live tomorrow. I'm not sure, but we'll see you soon. Very tranquil. It's been fun. Oh yeah, we do Surfshark. We only talk about them on Fridays. They only want They only want the sponsor mentions on Fridays. We got Surfshark's awesome. You can go check them out for sure. They are definitely a sponsor still. I'm Ninja, but thanks for the stream. You're welcome. Thanks, Robert. Thanks, JL. Thanks, Benjamin. Mr. Mester. Thanks, everybody. Rosalie, Manoa J, Sandy Pandy. Yeah, we'll see you on the 24/7 channel. I'm gonna go home and get some rest, but I hope you guys have a great night. Can you see the tower back there? Is it back there? There it is. It is back there. You can see it. All right. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on Friday, everybody. And I'll probably be live Saturday morning too, instead of Saturday night. So be ready for that. We'll see you then. All right, everybody. So for now, have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Bye bye.